Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. My camera decided to get dark again. How fun of OBS to do that for me. Why would technology cooperate when instead it could just thwart my plans at every step? There we go. Hello. All right. How is everyone doing? Should have watched when... I should have watched from when we stopped last week. Oh, we got through the Danked Crypts. So all those videos are now up on YouTube as replays. I broke them down into smaller bite-sized pieces for you, so hopefully they're easier to find and watch. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad that it helps. You're working along to have a friend streaming, so I'm hoping today will be less stressful with less technical difficulties, although that's not hard when last time was all the technical difficulties. We should be able to just have fun playing a game. I'm excited for it. Oh, all my characters, I was taking screenshots for the thumbnails, so we were all post. What's the bar on the floor? What's the bar on the floor? Oh, it means it's not difficult to beat that? It's a TikTok thing to say. Oh, the bar is on the... I understand. I was just totally spaced out. I got it. It wasn't hard to comprehend at all. I thought you were asking something about my game ratio, which I did forget to switch, so thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna do that now. My monitor is a 16:10, but I have to stream at 16:9, which means I get to play on a squishy screen so that it's normal for you guys and not stretched out. But that should be better. So thanks for reminding me. I got it, yeah. I'm just waking up, apparently. Waking up. All right, so a couple changes. We're obviously on YouTube this time instead of on Twitch, and there is a little bit more of a delay. It's about 7 to 8 seconds as we tested it last night. I'm hoping it won't be longer than that, but let me know if anything is problematic, if I see maybe buffering. A couple good things on YouTube. You get to choose the bits you're streaming at, so I should be streaming, I believe, at 720 and if you want it to be lower, you can switch it lower, unlike Twitch, which didn't have that option. It shouldn't disconnect and reconnect a bunch of times, knock on wood. I know what that setting was. I've encountered it before for my live stream for my patrons, and it had to do with the IP address, but when I tried to fix it on Twitch, it straight up would not let me. It wouldn't let me switch it. So YouTube it is. YouTube is where we're going to be streaming from now on, and hopefully have a better experience for everyone all around. It looks pretty okay frame rate wise, yes. I also tested it last night so the stream is going to be in 720, but the recordings are still in 1080, so when the replays go up, those will also be slightly higher quality. All right, so let me grab some water real quick, then we can get started. Everything look and sound good? Is my voice, it's peaking a little much on my bar, so maybe I'm talking too loud, or I can talk softer, or I can lower the volume of my audio a little bit so that it doesn't compete with the game. Theoretically, we tested all of the game settings, the speaking should be the same level as my voice, and the combat noises shouldn't be as loud. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna do a little tiny intro here for the YouTube recording. We're gonna cut out everything before that. And then we'll get started. Welcome back, everyone. We are back in a second session for me playing this game. It'll be part 4 on the YouTube videos starting off, and we are back in the wilderness. We finished the Dank Crypt last time, and we have a little bit more exploring to do. We have a few more party members to pick up, and I don't know if we'll get to all 6 today. I would like to, but there's one party member who I'm most interested in picking up, but they are furthest away and have the most... We'll have to see if we can get there today. We'll certainly get to the Grove today and see how everything goes. The Shadow Heart voice actor has her saying God's favorite princess now because she said it in her voice line. Yes, I have been quoting so much of this game. So our next companion is just over here. Now that... Let me do a quick little test. I should have done this before starting the YouTube stream, but...
No one back home will ever believe this.
Is that voice line the same volume as my voice for you guys, or about, or is it louder? It shouldn't be louder, but I don't want it to be quiet and hard to hear.
One of them carved up Zoru's whole squad.
So let's leave it.
Still breathing, despite everything.
No, we take it to the Grove.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Everything good, chat? Let me know before we go into a dialogue situation. That would be awesome. It's good, could be a tiny bit louder. Okay, it is as loud as it can possibly go, so the solution for that is for me to turn down my voice and then have you guys turn up your volume just a little bit. My voice has plenty of range to go up. I have the character speaking at max volume. It sounds fine when you click on it. Okay. All right, let's go into this dialogue and see if it works.
And when the goblins ally with it,
We'll be on the road to Baldur's Gate.
don't be naive. Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Sorry, I was just figuring out the voice controls there. Are we back to like reasonable levels, or am I quiet again? I swear last night we got all of this worked out, and today it's different, and I don't know why. Okay. I just don't want it to get like too blown out at the top register or anything like that. All right, we have found Lizelle. She is in a goblin trap, it looks like, and there are some tieflings talking near her that seem to be a bit racist against the Gith. Lizelle's talking to us in her mind. We should get rid of them for her so that she can get down, and we have to decide what kind of route we're taking here. Rather demanding for a woman in your position, why should I? Don't worry, I'll get them out of here one way or another. Deception, this creature is dangerous. Get out of here, leave it to me. And that's talking to the tieflings. The italics are things that you're like saying in your mind or like doing, like actions. And then the non-italics are things that you're saying to the conversation. We can persuade to shoot the trap down so that we could kill it before the Gith harms someone. Don't like the use of the word it there. Or attack the tieflings. We're going to use deception, I think. We could use either, but I would like them just to leave. We can use guidance from Shadowheart. Well, it shouldn't have been a difficult check, but here we are. We rolled a 2.
Demaze, let's...
No, I'm not leaving this fiend with a stranger.
Uh-oh.
Kill them.
Well,
Your words flow to her, though you never speak them aloud.
I know what grows inside you, and I know of a cure.
Remember how keen she was to leave me to die in the Nautiloid? We can't trust her.
all right, chat. You're gonna help me decide this, because we have a hard decision to make. Are we siding with the tieflings, or are we siding with Lizelle? Either way, we're gonna have to fight. And we have to decide who to keep around. I'm inclined, try not to be biased with what I know about the storyline. Like, we don't know the tieflings. We do know Lizelle, and they're being pretty ridiculous. And I think we should attack the tieflings. Is the Lizelle in chat to keep Lizelle or to attack Lizelle? With that delay, I'm never quite sure with what I said a few seconds ago. Again, if you're catching the stream for the first time in the replays, I'm not going to ask the chat for every single decision that we make in this game, but for big ones or for ones that I'm too biased in, I will certainly ask for input. I'm inclined to go with this one here. I guess I've never tried this one. Can we shoot the trap down and then, like, not attack Lizelle? I feel like that's not how this would go. I feel like our options are attack one or the other. I'm hoping the delay isn't too horrible. It wasn't that bad last night, but chat is taking a long time this time around, so I'm wondering if it's bad. Okay, I'm gonna pick attack the tieflings, because that's probably one for science. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna save. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is my stream still okay? I tried to save my game, and I was in the stream window, and it, like, refreshed it. Uh-oh. What have I done? Okay, I think I'm still here. We'll eventually work this out, folks. Thank you for bearing with me. Welcome, Q. All right, one for science. I've saved the game in case this is terrible and it makes us kill Lizelle, because I don't want to do that. I did turn off my karmic dice, because I wanted to see what it was like without them. So we're not using karmic dice today.
She's right. No one's safe if that thing goes loose. Not even us.
Damaze?
Enough. Lower the trap. Ready your blade.
You've but one chance.
Okay,
Join
we
me
do get another
or
chance.
die.
All right, I'm glad that, you know, one for science, we got our answer, and we'll attack the tieflings. Shadowheart's mad at us already.
Lying rat!
Asterian's pleased. And inspired. Look at that. Okay, we can use, I always forget about this, we can use non-lethal attacks. So let's do that. Maybe it will help us from making permanent enemies. I've never done this in this scenario, so let's see. We can sneak attack here. We're not doing enough damage to this killer outright. Oh yeah, non-lethal attacks. You can, it has to be melee attacks. You can't do ranged or spells, but we can choose not to kill people in this game and just leave them. And consequences we'll find out later. How is the combat volume today? Is it too loud? I am afraid to attack her with a spell because it will kill her. I accidentally non-lethaled very bad people, so I Eldritch Blast them. All right. I'm glad that the volume sounds good today. All right, we're good here. We're gonna smooth sailing from here on out. All right, let's go ahead and non-lethally attack. Oh, also when you do non-lethal, it applies to your whole party. There's no option to do it like with one character, so it's either you're non-lethal attacking or you're not. And she is knocked out now. You know what? Let's see what she has on her. She can keep her stuff, that's fine. All right, and then we're gonna run over here. We'll use our cunning action to dash.
Ready.
Turn. Shadowheart. Oh, you're still like really good off, so we can firebolt you. We're just missing all the things. Level 2, level 2. All right. Are we really not close enough? Gosh darn. Okay. We'll get there eventually, folks. Yes! I experienced the same, Jess. Shadowheart misses a lot, and, you know... It is what it is. Normally I'd be going for our cantrips, but... Oh, I didn't even think about Lizelle being the one to accidentally kill him. That would be a situation. There we go. Alright. He also just has his armor and weapons free from my foes. Actually, you know what? Let's take their weapons from them. Maybe when violence is their first reaction to someone they haven't seen before, they shouldn't be allowed to have weapons on them. Alright. Lizelle.
I need a quick word.
Here.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
And what exactly is a creche? A simple thank you wouldn't go amiss. All right, we journeyed together. Let's find this creche. Go our separate ways. I want to say both 1 and 2 right now. We're going to go with, and what exactly is a creche?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
We're getting lots of Githyanki words, which took me a while to pick up on, but they will be helpful in the long term. And now we can say a simple thank you wouldn't go amiss. She's not going to do it, but...
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
The cure I offer will suffice as thanks. All right, we journey together. Let's find this creche.
You are full up. Dismiss your weakest warrior.
Oh. Normally, our companions will go to camp if that is the situation, but Lizelle would like us to get rid of our weakest warrior, which makes sense for her. So, you know... Let's have Gale go back to camp.
You're not versed in magic, are you?
Pester me another time.
What's on your mind? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be in the camp then, idling away the hours.
All right, and now Lizelle can join us.
Has the error of your ways become clear?
Calm down. I was just excusing him.
You have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half-elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
In the chat we have did the entire crypt dungeon in my playthrough with only Shadowheart because I got scared by the intellect devours. Yeah, I didn't pull Gale out of the sigil because I was afraid of the sigil in my first playthrough. I went back from later when I realized, like, oh, this is something you're supposed to do. So we're gonna come on up here. Sorry, as I
Something up ahead.
adjust to reading chat and also playing the game at the same time. I'll get faster, I promise. We're gonna do a sneak, and we're gonna come up this hill to see what's going over here. Our characters warned us that there's something happening. They're shouting over here. I wonder what it could be. There's an autosave. Oh no! Oh no! I didn't level up Lizelle. Hold on. Oh, I also don't think I got a chance to mention on stream, but I went back and did our, if you watched the first VOD of the tutorial, I went back with a cleric character and prepared command to try and get that sword we were trying to get on this playthrough unsuccessfully. And I had prepped both my cleric and Shadowheart's command, so I'd have 4 tries between our 4 spell slots, and I got it on the first try, so it was awesome. But unfortunately, we don't have a big fire sword to give Lizelle right now. Let's make sure everything else is okay. She does still have the Nautiloid tanks that we put on her a while ago, so that's nice. And let's see what's happening.
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now! You let goblins here? Where is the druid? Please! There's no time!
By the 9 hells! Open the gates! Cannon! No!
Shit! Form a line!
I do have to question the decision to put someone who is unarmored up on the wall.
Provoke the blade and suffer its sting.
And here's Will. All right, so this is our first like really big combat, I think, in this playthrough. We are up pretty high in the initiative order. Rogue's gonna rogue, so let's go ahead and... Can I do a hide over here?
Out of sight, out of mind.
Excellent. As a reminder, hide gives us that sneak attack, but we do lose our extra attack action. So it had the potential to be good, but not quite there yet. And this is our first encounter with the live goblins. We found dead ones on the road before, but it looks like they're trying to get into the settlement. All right, and now our other rogue can have sneak attack because we're both in melee. Didn't. Oh no! We're gonna toggle off this option right now. Sorry. Okay, that was a little excessive, but. And whereas before, when we were getting to combats, most of our characters were like next to each other on the turn tracker, so we could change out their actions. We're kind of spaced out this time. Lizelle and Shadowheart are still at the same initiative, so that they can go back and forth. But and now we're rallied. We're all bolstered. Okay. I should have led into this with Lizelle because she has the furthest to move.
Taking position.
Can you get? No, can't get to him. So we're gonna shoot someone else. We have disadvantage. In this game, in D&D, you're either in melee or you're ranged. And here there's like this really small in-between range where you're not close enough to melee, but you still have disadvantage on your shots, which really sucks. So we're not going to attack that one. We're going to shoot something else that we don't have disadvantage on. And, ooh, we can't shove because we can't get to. Okay, we're fine.
Concentrate.
Let's
Have to
move
keep going.
Shadowheart up. And we still have 1 spell slot. We'll save that in case we need healing. We should be fine. Let's... Cannot reach. Too far. Let's just Sacred Flame someone down here. Or not, you know. There we go. Firebolt's better. It's like the Hunter Dead Zone in WoW Classic, yeah. It seems very in character for us to do the most when someone's already down. That is fair. That is very fair. We're kind of congested up here, so we'll let Shadowheart stay up there. I did consider last night, I was thinking about the playthrough today, and I was thinking about just not picking up Will in this game, but I think we will anyway, just so that y'all can see all the party interactions. But I did consider it. Let's see, these guys are green, they're not yellow, so let's see if they count for sneak attack on a ranged shot. Nope, okay. Just do a regular attack. Warlocks are so cool though. They are pretty cool. And I think we'll use Will more than Gale in this playthrough because
On my way.
Gale likes to do good boy things and we're going to be doing a lot of mischief. So Will also likes to do good things, but I feel like he's a little bit more malleable. He's open to, and so is Gale. I mean, any of them are fine, but Gale just isn't the vibe for this game. All right, much like in our first session, I talked about for this character concept to do like either a Will or a Styrian romance because of like the archetype, but after we did the character creation, I feel like that's not the vibe. I definitely feel like Payne is somewhere on the queer spectrum and we're going after Karlach. So just to let y'all know where my head is in that place. Which I know there are some people in the chat who will be very excited about that option. Okay, Lizelle, can you get to this Gobbo?
Let my name be known.
You can't sit with us. We haven't used Gale at all in our playthrough yet. Oh my gosh, I love wizards, but my main character is a wizard, so it's not as problematic if Gale isn't with us. But oh my gosh, wizards are so much fun to play in this game in particular. Yeah, that's as far as we can go. Eventually, I will get down multitasking, I promise. All right, let's do a firebolt. Wee, that's me, yes. Yes, for the Karlach stands. I know Marley will be happy too. I will say, in the first time I did this combat, there were a lot of dead people from the grove. I didn't know what I was doing, and sure did a lot of people die. Oh, come on, we missed our sneak attack? That's not cool. We'll just run forward.
I'm just
gonna run over here real quick. The reason I'm looting these corpses now is because of foresight. Once we finish this combat, the corpses are gonna turn red, meaning that the game doesn't want us to loot them. So we'll just do it while they're yellow. Let's do a hide.
No trace.
Nope, nope, we were in range. Okay. They were faced the other way. I thought we could maybe hide in the shadows of the trees. All right.
You bow or you break.
That's Lizelle for you. You can loot this corpse. Ooh, there's some nice gloves on there.
Can't afford to let up.
Ooh, the gloves of power that basically impact someone with Bane, which is negative 1d4 to penalties on attack rolls and saving throws, which is really nice.
Got to press on.
Down here, another firebolt. 1 hull of damage. Good job, Shadowheart. Okay, good. I was just looking at the tracker to make sure that the green folks were not too low down, and we're fine.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
All right, we've gotten a couple of inspirations and quest tracker updates.
They were tenacious. I wonder what they wanted here, other than bloodshed.
I just wonder if the grubby little beasts had any friends, and if they're nearby.
When you zoom too far away from the party while they're doing their banter, you can't hear them as well. Trying to catch back up to
We were
Sarian.
running for our lives. You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Responding to some things in the chat, yeah, Gale was bugged for a while where he just came on to everyone, which is super fun. And Shadowheart has a really good story arc. I will say it gets better, but she has a good story arc. I broke up with Gale for Karlach in Act 3, and he was like, amazing. I was watching a playthrough too, and hadn't been romancing Gale at all, barely talked to him, was a wizard themselves, so they weren't, like, Gale wasn't in the party earning, like, approval or anything, and he just straight out says, like, oh, I love you, and she was like, excuse me? And you know, it makes sense for Gale. He was, like, pining quietly at camp after the other wizard, I guess, but yeah, it was a bug that he was triggering romance when he shouldn't have been. Back to the matter at hand here. Eridan and Zevlor are fighting. So we can say a number of things here. Most of my characters are like, oh, calm down, like, don't pick a fight with each other. But we have the option as a rogue to say, I've seen much bloodier battles than this. Consider yourselves lucky. And I think that's something that Payne would say, so let's go for it.
And who the hell are you again? Show some respect. This woman saved your pathetic life.
Well, I didn't ask for any goddamn help.
Please, you were begging me to open the gate. Anything to save yourself, you coward!
The human's eye twitches.
We succeeded
He's
in
about to
insight
blow.
check, so we got some more information. And also with the chat, yeah, there is more racism in this game than I was expecting. I would say that's like the one thing that I would like want to tweak a little bit. It's pretty strong, but good thing is we're not racist and we don't have to pick the racist options. All right, so Eridan is about to punch Zevlor, and I think that Payne thinks that's funny. We can attack one of the two of them, which I think is out of character. We just got here and we don't want to make a big fuss. But let's just stand back and watch.
With a thunk, the armored man collapses, unconscious.
Enough. The goblins have found us. No doubt the beasts will be back. We need to pack up and leave. Immediately.
Yeah, in chat, trying to put some conflict with the racism, probably, but like there's plenty of other conflict. We didn't need to do that. No? Alright, well, Eridan's on the ground. Let's talk to Zevlor.
Now that's settled.
Okay.
Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor.
Okay, I've never picked the I take my things in coin option, but I don't want to just lean into all the rogue options. We are a well-rounded character that has other thoughts, but out of these options, I feel like that would be like, okay, I just helped you. I don't know. We could also say, what is this place? If chat has a suggestion while I'm catching up on chat, let me know. And otherwise, we'll see. Yes, exactly. Shadowheart could have said, Lizelle ditched me in the Nautiloid, and I'd be like, yeah, okay. We don't need to bring race into it, for sure. All right. Also, the Gith racial abilities in this game are super, super cool. So it's really fun to have one on your team. All right. What is this place? I take my thanks in coin. No thoughts in the chat. Either that or I'm on too long of a delay. Let's say, what is this place?
A druid's grove, dedicated to the Oak Father Sylvanus.
I can't bring myself just to be like, give me money.
Is just as thorny, I fear. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
And to be fair here, the larger conflict is outsiders versus the people from the Grove, but there's also a very heavy layer, you'll see, of racism against the tieflings. So, I'm just gonna say we won't be staying long. I just need to find a healer.
Goblin got you. The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other druids in the Inner Grove. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
I don't think she cares about this. We're just gonna walk away.
Thank you again for your help out there. If you'll excuse me, I'd best get my people moving.
Let's see if
First,
all
I
right.
damn near die at the hands of goblins. Then, a foul blood takes his frustrations out on me. I'm done with this hellhole.
Okay, bye.
You must have history.
Never mind their history. Let's look for help.
Oh, didn't mean to move the crate. I moved it out of my little range. Oh no. It looks like Astarion and... Okay, come on. Okay, I guess this is just telling us not to loot that stuff. Astarion and Lizelle have leveled up, meaning that they got a little bit of extra experience from that last encounter than we did. I'm going to talk to Aaron in a second, but I would like to stop them from yelling in the background while I do that, so we're going to talk to them first.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
So what I will say, if you're playing through this game for the first time, your options here impact the game later, but we're still going to stay in character, and I'm not going to use any of that knowledge. So we can either watch them do their thing, we can say get out while you can while the goblins will be back, and that's what I think we're going to do, because Payne's looking out after her own hide, or we can try and persuade them to stay, because a single blade would make all the difference, or we can leave. But we're going to say get out while you can.
Common sense at last. Let's get out of this death trap. Or would you deny your brother here?
I know,
Is
Leah's
chance
so
of
great.
fortune in Baldur's Gate?
I love her.
Come on, sis. Well, let's have a target alone. We should leave.
Fine. Let's sneak away like God's damned cowards. But if something happens to these people, it's on us. I hope you know that.
It would be interesting to do a whole playthrough of just watch, yeah. Occasionally they force you to make decisions, but not always. All right, so I had a little mini video in the VOD for YouTube if you want to see how I sort my inventory and my spell bars. I'm going to do a little bit of that right now, and I'll try and make it quick so that it's not super, super boring. But I do want to make sure... Let's give those to Lizelle. I do want to make sure that my bars in particular are set up so that I don't go crazy with those. And we're just sorting all this to one character so we can sell it. We're gonna add it to our wear. Ooh, actually, hold on. We're all good on weapons? Yes, okay. We're gonna add this to our wares. can move our spell scroll over here with our other spell scrolls. And what was I gonna do? We're gonna fix our hot bars. So speak with dead. I'm gonna put no, not yet. Actually, with I don't know where I want that. We'll put that there for now. Lizelle, we just picked up, so her bar isn't set up the way I like it.
The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
And this is just personal preference. I talked about it a bit in the video. I like to put all my melee attacks together, my ranged attacks together. And then drop her health potion onto her bar, so it's easily accessible. All right, when you talk to traders, little tip, use your highest charisma character in the party because they'll get better prices.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
All right, so Aaron's gonna be our main trader for a while, and we're, oh, crap, I was on Lizelle.
Sylvanas.
After saying that, I clicked on my character, but I guess it didn't.
Well, is there anything you need?
Didn't go through.
Just some bits
All
and
right.
bobs I no longer
Definitely don't want Lizelle talking because her prices will be super high. Then once you're in this menu, you can click to trade and then click on the character's backpack that everything is in, and we can sell wares that'll sell everything that we're marked. And then we can also buy all of his healing potions. And did we find disarm traps? We did not, so we're gonna buy a couple of these as well. There's other things here, but we don't have a ton of money, and I'm gonna show you my cheese here. We're gonna level up Astarion, and then his wares will restock, so we can buy more health potions. Every time a character levels up, they restock their inventory. All right, okay, so here is a question for you, and I wasn't thinking about till this exact moment, is that we have to decide what we're doing with Astarion, because we are also a rogue. We're going to be like the thievy, sneak ahead, lockpick, disarm, which is normally what I have Astarion do. So we can either go into something different here, or we can even pick like a different class to put him in if we wanted to do that. Any thoughts? I should have thought about this before we started the stream so that I would have an idea of where we were going. I think I have another build that was interesting with a fighter multi-class. Let me pull up that document real quick. I'll edit this out of the YouTube video. But let me see what my other options are here. I was like, where did the chat go? And I'm in the same browser window. Okay, there we go. What do I have in my lore planning document? We can do a monk multi-class, but that's not Astarion, so we're not going to do that. I have a fun build for a shadow monk assassin. We could totally respec him in a little bit and pick something else entirely and just say rogue for now and make that decision later. I don't have a fighter build. I only have that monk rogue multi-class. What is the description for monk out of curiosity? I guess that works. I don't really see a Astarion focusing key though. All right, let's just take rogue for now to make it easier, and I can decide later. I've never put him in Arcane Trickster. We do have Mage Hand from Lizelle, but if we're going to be playing with Karlach later, we're not going to be having Lizelle in our party very much. I guess we don't have to have Astarion in our party very much, because we're not going to be romancing him, and we're the thief, so none of this matters. um, if we're not gonna have Gale either, let's give him some magic for now, so that, and this is what like baseline he comes with, I've just never played with it, because I always have magic users in the party. So let's give him some magic, so that we have some utility if we need it. Minor illusion seems reasonable. And bone chill? I'd say Gale over Will. Gale or Will over Astarion, so you have 2 casters, yeah. We'll pick some of these just to have them. We can always respec. I have a hair on my eyelash. It's tickling me. Nope, still there. I'm sure this looks very, very graceful. All right. Let's do charm person. We're gonna lean into the vampire route. I'm biased against Astarion, so I can't can agree. It covers up that last word in that line for me on my chat. It's stupid. I really like Astarion, and this is gonna be hard for me, but it's okay to branch out and do new things. All right. For his spell, tempted just to take shield, which is the boring option, but it's good. All right, let's not spend more time on this. Yeah, I think before, when I was thinking about doing 2 different builds with the rogues, is because I didn't know if the character that we built was gonna be romancing Astarion. Sarian, should say his name right if I like him so much. But we don't need him in the party, so we can leave him at camp and pick up one of the other boys. Yes, I would like to buy more healing potions.
Remember, you're not the only one in need.
Anything else we want? We have our necklace for Speak with Dead. And I think if we do another round of healing potions, we're not gonna have money for anything else. So let's keep that for now. All right, we're doing Battle Master for Lizelle. Give her some maneuvers. It's how I justify playing a melee character, is having things to do because I love spellcasting. I have switched this up on like every time I spec her out, so okay, we're all right. It looks like there was like a weird blip on my screen. I think there's also like a pretty substantial delay. Anyway, sorry. I like goading attack as someone, like, we're gonna have a pretty squishy party, so that would stop other people from attacking our squishies. And I feel like a pushing attack is like very in character for Lizelle, but I also like maneuvering attack. We can add a superiority die to deal extra damage. Riposte is a good one. We can attack when someone misses on us. And we can either do a sweeping attack or trip attack. I like them both. Let's do trip attack, because if we have prone targets, our rogues will... Well, I was going to say our rogues would get sneak attack, but if they're in melee while Lizelle's in melee, they'll still hit anyway. It's fine, let's do trip attack. Alright, y'all want Will, so let's tell Astarion to go back to camp. Astarion. What's wrong with me? We're gonna leave some healing potions on him for... no. If we never plan on picking him back up. Alright. Take all your things. Sorry, buddy.
Well, this seems like a lovely little spot. The sense of impending doom aside.
And if this game is new to you, you might notice that we've been covered in blood after our little tomb adventure. That is what happens as you move through the day in this game. You get more and more beat up. What's crazy is you can just give people healing potions on not your turn as a free action. Yeah, you can trade inventories all you want, bonus action for potions. It's pretty fun. All right, I need you to stay at camp.
Darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
Save it for my other characters, Astarion.
Well, you know where to find me.
Go take a shower. All right.
The gods are watching
Let's go. Will is over here training some kids. Hilariously, okay, so I know this is like straight across from Aaron, right? On my first playthrough, I went this way and didn't find Will. Like, had to actively look for him in the camp. Didn't know he was a companion because I didn't read any of the backstories. I was like, oh yeah, look at that NPC in that problem fight. You know, I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, and yet it's made noises twice already, and I don't understand what's going on. Shush.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
You know, I'm gonna say good advice because of the running thing. Like, hey, just get out of Dodge. Just go.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Who is that woman? The one in your thoughts? She was pretty cute.
You saw her then. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mindflayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Ooh. None of these feel super on point. Let's go with... You have a Mind Flayer tadpole on your head. Doesn't that worry you?
I'd be a fool if it didn't. I know the stories. Doomed to shed my skin. Become a Illithid. And there's no coming back. But I haven't sprouted any tentacles. Least not yet, thank Baldur. Could just be good luck. But sooner or later, it's bound to run out.
Join me. We'll search for...
A worthy ally, perhaps. But I'll waste no time chasing devils while a tadpole feasts on our skulls.
I've seen your people in battle. I reckon you are no mere warrior, but a god's damned army. I'd be a fool to let you turn your back. Pledge me your talents, and I'll pledge you mine. I'll presume that's Githyanki for yes. Now let's move.
I've never had that little interaction
The
before, so
famous
that's fun.
blade of frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Names strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
See, Will can talk to someone of a different race, not say horrendous things, yes. To be fair, Lizelle is about to say some pretty horrible things to a tiefling, so let's go talk to Zoru.
What to bring?
It's a big circle.
I want to have a word. By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Yeah. And I suggest you do. She says, lest you be slain.
Lower.
Oh boy. Okay, we can either wait for the tiefling to obey, or say, she's serious, you better get on your knees fast, or that's enough, I'll take it from here. I think we're gonna go with, like, as a sarcastic tone here, just so you get my drift. She's serious.
You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
Very gracious of you, Lizelle.
By the dead gods. Are all Giths so brutal?
Brutal? Blood still flows through his own veins. I was positively gentle.
Oh, Lizelle. Okay. Sorry. Cool. Sorry about that.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Okay, Shadowheart. Lay off, please. Alright. You're a dab hand at interrogations. We might need that skill again. What comes next? Do you plan to be rough with everyone we meet? I feel like either of the first two are valid for, like, different reasons. We could either be like, hey, we want to keep it on the down low, or... yeah, if we want to get stuff done, maybe we'll need that interrogation. But let's go with, do you plan to be that rough with everyone?
Rough? Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own flesh. When the tentacles sprout from your lips, will you still cry that I was rough?
Alright, you made your point.
Then I needn't make it again. The tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
Alright, did you just say tiefling?
I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run.
Alright, we're gonna let that one slide. What do you mean purification?
The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna pop down here real quick and meet a couple other vendors.
What I do for some salt?
I always want to give this woman salt. Like, allow me to pick up an item of salt so she can season her porridge stew thing.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
I think that, These are some fun options. I think that we're not above taking food from strangers who are offering it to us. And this is a gnome option, but I don't know if it's a deep gnome option. I like a bowl of great goo. That reminds me of home. Yeah, let's go with that one.
You've been on hard times too, huh?
No worse than what you're facing now.
Look in your eyes says otherwise. Here, have more. We'll need every bit of strength to make it to Baldur's Gate. Trust me.
I haven't gotten that option either. So we were given gruel, but she gave us 2 of them instead of 1. I've only ever gotten 1 from her. And not only are they camp supplies, but they do healing. So we're gonna put that in our main inventory so that we don't accidentally eat it in camp and we have some extra healing. Now let's talk to this other sweet lady. Look at Auntie Ethel. I'm sure everything is totally fine with her.
The talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
I feel like we could either go for an option like with Gale when he said give us a hand and we slapped his hand, but I think maybe with like an elder, she has some respect for that, is my thought process, so I'm gonna let her fuss over me.
Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
All right, and what is this exactly? Drink the potion. I'm gonna say, might this concoction also help with something more serious?
Well, that depends. What's wrong, lovey?
I have a condition, an unusual condition.
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil.
Oh boy.
But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new.
No.
My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Something doesn't add up about this one. Don't tell her anything.
I like how she just like blatantly says that in front of her.
Wrong?
Could use the mind flare connection, but chooses not to. I don't think we're gonna start telling everyone yet. I'm just gonna say nothing's wrong, everything's fine.
As you wish, Petal. Now, do you need anything?
Yes.
I have a few odds and ends for sale.
Thank you.
Hey, bother.
I played my bard as a blabbermouth, yes. I love it. So she gave us a potion of greater healing, which is awesome, because they cost 34 gold from her. We're gonna take that one. And we're also, do we have enough? Oh, we're 1 coin shy of getting her healing potions. So let's go. We're gonna go to the barter menu. I also want a potion of animal speaking, but I think that's just Denise talking, not Payne. So let's do that, and then we'll give up one of our toolkits. I meant to do 1 on that, sorry. And could fill the rest with money. You only use up your... Oh. Oh shoot, is the money on someone else? Gosh darn, okay. You only use up your thieves tools if they break on a natural 1, so or if you want to re-roll them by choice. So okay, I'm stuck on this menu. go down to 1. And then we'll pull back. Look, Auntie's fine, but we're not going to pay her more gold than we need to. But who's holding the rest of our money? Lizelle is. I usually try and keep all the money on one character so that doesn't happen, but I forgot to move it this time. All right.
Take care now, sweetie.
Thanks, Ethel. She also has, just so you know, she has a lot of potions here. She's also standing right next to them, and I'm not going to steal them. Let's restack our... Oh, not us. Restack our characters and spread out our healing potions a bit. Okay, so Lizelle already has 7. We can give some to Will. And then we're gonna keep the graders for ourselves because we're greedy. Not really, I just don't want to deal with splitting up too. The scales button above the barter button will add the correct amount of gold for you. It will. Thank you, Q. I didn't know that. I was just gonna comment on the fact that I didn't realize. Come on. That this is a slider too, so you don't have to type in the number, you can slide it. I didn't know about the scales. All right. Do we have anything else? I've already forgotten exactly what I set up for my bags here in the last session. Oh, we didn't level up Will. Unfortunately, we don't have more stuff to buy more potions, but... Alright, Warlock level up, we get an extra spell, and we can replace a spell, I believe, if we want to. I never end up using Arms of Hadar. I don't know if that's a mistake on a Warlock. I feel like it's a very commonly talked about spell, but I never end up using it. So I think we're going to trade that one. I mean, Hex is the way to go, right? And then we'll come back here and pick another one. Y'all in the 500 bags, I can't stand it. Not 500. I can't stand the entire inventory being cluttered. I have a bag for potions. I have a bag for arrows, and I have a bag for things I can dip my weapons in so they're not cluttering everything. And then I have one bag that is all of my store stuff. So I did do a little separate video on it. It's fine. You don't have to watch it, but that's the logic behind it. Normally I have I carry the potions and the storyline stuff, and Astarion is usually the rogue, so he carries the dippable things for the weapons and the arrows. But since we're doing that now, they're all on us. So it looks like more than it really is. It's just a normal system. I can't handle the clutter. I was watching a streamer who just throws everything. First off, she doesn't loot everything. She'll only loot things that she needs instead of taking things to sell. But then her inventory is just this chaos storm, and I'm I can't do it. I'm always encumbered too, but it's things that I want to sell. I can't just keep things on to have them on my person. We're gonna go Hellish Rebuke. I like it. All right. I have a hard time not just taking these two. So chat, tell me, I know you were clamoring for Warlock. Do you want to go with just the really deadly Eldritch Blasts, or do you want to go with something more utility based? So we can do Devil Sight so he can see in the dark. We can go with Mask of Many Faces so he has Disguise Self at will. Is it at will in BG3? Yeah. Yes. Loot everything and bring a mule character, yeah. And then if I'm in a really if I'm in a really dense area that I don't want to leave, you can send things to camp and then go pick them up later. But I try and just carry what I can sell. Jess says then you have to click onto each bag each time instead of just organizing by list and types to find things easy. It doesn't visually look pleasing to me, Jess. I can't do it. I can't sort by random things. So will put my money before my camp supply bag, and I just can't handle it. Never passive agonizing blast. I like repelling blast too because it's fun. It might be problematic if we're trying to play with a fighter. Well, no, because we have squishy characters, right? So if we have repelling blast, we can like push them away from our squishies if we need to. You can skip repelling and pick a utility. We can do that. We can also do beast speech, so we don't have to keep spending money on animal potions. I don't think we need to do that this session unless you guys really want to hear that. I don't think Payne is like super into the critters and wouldn't need to talk to all of them, but they do have interesting information if you guys want to take that. The other, as long as we just don't control the will as a character, this should be okay, although it does help like in combats to see things that are in the dark. Cough, one character you want can get beast speech. One character. Am I forgetting something? Or are we just talking about Will? I might be dense again. Have to be careful not to knock enemies in chasms, though. Yeah, if you want to loot them. We've learned so much interesting things from the animals, but yeah, I get it. Tested with the character. Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, you're right. I've never picked that one before. I knew I was forgetting something, Liz. Yes, that is correct. I've never taken that path, though. Okay, we'll decide when we get to that point. I like the idea of Mask of Many Faces, but see, he has it at will, whereas Shadowheart only has it once a day, and you can use that if you're trying to talk to the people that you've killed and you want to disguise yourself before you speak with dead, so they'll tell you things. So it's pretty helpful. I wanted to look at what this is because I don't know what this is. Vanish into darkness and become invisible as long as you stand still. Once per long rest. Okay. This is another thing I will truncate on the YouTube video. For the other option we were talking about with beast speech, do you like that path, that subclass? I'm sorry, I'm taking too long. This isn't exciting for you to watch. Okay. All right, we'll give it a try. You can... Oh, interesting. Okay. I just have to make a decision. This is why I pick the same things every single time. Let's just do Repelling Blast. No, after making you wait that long, I'll pick something different. I'll pick something interesting. Let's go with Devil's Sight, because that would allow him to take. He can do. I haven't done this in this game yet. I've done it in D&D, where he can take the Darkness spell, and then he can still see into it, so he can cover up enemies so that they can't see, but then he can still attack into it. Let's try that. We'll do something new this time around. All right. And let's go talk to Damon. Get acquainted.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear,
I love
just
Damon.
ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
All right, so we learned about Damon, who's an infernal weaponsmith. Might be handy later. Late lady. All right. Light crossbow, heavy crossbow, no hand crossbows. Nothing we really need to save up for here, but good to know. All right.
Who uses wooden
Let's go this way. What's happening over here?
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
The tieflings have caught one of the goblins.
She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
So I think I want to interpose just to see if we can get information out of Zaza. Gale approves even though he's not with the party.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too? You, move!
All right, we can intimidate. Ooh. Do I need to kill her and let her rejoin with her brother? That's awful. Should be easy, just shoot me. This won't avenge, won't change anything. Let's read the tiefling's thoughts. I don't think I've done this one before. Oh good, I have a -1. So I need a 13 or higher and it's not offering me guidance on this roll. We did it. Unlikely, but...
Cannon would hate me for this, but he's not here. They took him from me.
All right. You can still say this to her after learning that. That's so awful. All right, this won't avenge canon. It won't change anything.
You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do.
Is there a little echo for
Damn
you guys watching
Damn it!
on the
Why do you
dialogue?
care if a goblin lives or dies?
I don't know why it's doing that. Let me just check my... I don't think I have an extra window open. Alright. Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies? This is the option that I want. I want to ask her questions. So if she dies, she'll take everything she does to the grave.
If you believe anything the beast tells you, you're an idiot.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of ya!
I guess Shadowheart was trailing too far behind to give me guidance on those rolls.
Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care, neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
It's not a very nice thing to say, but I'm not going to say that. We're going to ask, who is this Absolute you're so fond of? Your god?
Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
Let's see. You've caught my interest. Have any holy literature on you? An all-powerful goddess that can't get you out of a cage. Ooh, I like both of these. Okay, so we can either keep it cool for some more information or kind of taunt her, both of which I think are in character.
Maybe she sent you to help me. And you will, if you want to save your skin. And if the teeth stick a few arrows in us on the way out of here, don't worry. Priestess Gut will patch us up. Got a whole lab set up.
Learned about
Cooks
Priestess
up
Gut.
potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
I'd sooner swig a flask of acid than anything a goblin cooks up.
Oof, well. Well, I'd certainly like to meet her, or nice story, buy it for a copper in a tavern nearby. I don't really want to let her out, so we're gonna say we'd like
Get
to
me
meet
out
her.
of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
No. You already told me what I need to know. I'll find the priestess myself.
Even if you did find my tribe, they'd set the wargs on ya. You need me. Get me out of here, and I'll tell them what a good friend you are.
I feel like she's threatened us enough that I don't want to believe her on that, so we're doing a mischievous playthrough, not an evil playthrough. So let's go with not a chance
Suit
to draw
yourself.
my page.
Looking forward to seeing what your innards look like.
All right.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
One more time, just in case anyone is able to help me. Are you guys hearing an echo on when the dialogue talks?
That might be worth a look.
I don't know if it's because I have all the other volumes turned down so much, it might always just do that, and just wasn't aware of it before. All right. Okay, good. I'm glad it's not echoing for you. It's just a problem I'll have to deal with. So the rest of us have leveled up as well. Level 3. All right. We are going to... I'm never close enough on Shadowheart to use Bane. Like, it's a very on-theme spell for Trickery Cleric, but I just don't feel like it happens. I'm specifically going to take Create or Destroy Water because I know where we're going. Question mark. Could also do Aid. We only have... How many second level spell slots do we get? I don't think it tells us. I don't know if it's 1 or 2. Spiritual Weapon is my fave. I do like Spiritual Weapon. And I finally learned how to use it properly in this game. I really like Prayer of Healing though also, and I know I don't have 3 second level spells. Ooh, okay, let's go with that. And I would normally go do the Healy Potion thing. I'm just out of money, so we're not going to do that. All right, subclass Thief. Let's go. We get a feature that we gain resistance to falling damage because we're used to being thrown from places, like when we're sneaking in, which is funny. And my favorite is Fast Hands, which means we get a second bonus action. At the time of recording this, lets you do anything for a bonus action that you could normally do. It's not limited on what you can do for that bonus action. It's pretty good. It means that we can cunning action hide on our turn and then still get our main hand attack and our offhand attack instead of having to choose between our offhand attack and our sneak or dash or disengage. All right, well, the kitchen has joined us. Hi. Cricket was being so sweet this morning. I hope nothing is wrong because of course that's where my anxiety brain goes to. She I was just talking about there's so many other spells that I would like to take other than Darkness because Misty Step is great, Scorching Ray is great, but I specifically talked about that whole Darkness thing and I want to try it out, so I'm going to take that one. Cricket woke me up by like climbing on my rib cage this morning. She normally waits for my alarm to go off before she does anything and doesn't usually crawl out. She usually lays across my hips and she was just like desperate for cuddles today. Do you want some more? You want to say hi to the stream? Here's a kitten. You look so pathetic, honey. There you go. Here's a camera. It's a little petal. Okay, and then we have to choose between Pact of the Chain, Pact of the Blade, Pact of the Tome. I think we're gonna go Tome. I normally go Chain, but since we aren't gonna have like a full caster, and by that I just mean like Warlocks only get 2 spell slots, and that's not enough for me, I think we should go Pact of the Tome. Do I get to change those cantrips though, or is it just always those 3? Read the... Yep, okay, it's just those 3. I feel like Will would be good at viciously mocking people. I don't know if it's worth... I thought you could choose your cantrips, and you can't. Thorn Whip could be helpful. If we have Shadowheart, we don't need 2 guidances. It's a little bit of a waste there. For the Warlock fans, you want me to go to Pact of the Chain? I don't like Pact of the Blade. I picked it in one of my more recent playthroughs, and it's not for me. Let's go back to the Chain. We'll get a familiar we can scout with. What cantrips come in the other one? None. So Pact of the Chain is a familiar. We get imps or closets. Closets can scare enemies, imps can sting them and turn invisible and fly, which is great for like scouting and stuff. Pact of the Tome is the 3 cantrips, and then Pact of the Blade gives you... it's most thematic for Will, which is why I took it in that one playthrough. It creates like a blade, similar kind of to Board on Critical Role. It's a little bit different, but similar. And you can use your spellcasting modifier instead of your strength or dexterity, which his strength and dexterity suck, by the way. I don't know why he's called the Blade of Frontiers. He's not a martial class, and it bothers me that he has that name. So, I mean, Pact of the Blade is the most thematic for Will, but it's just boring to me. If you guys want it, though, I'll take it. Maybe you can teach me how to use it. Pact of the Tome, what else does Pact of the Tome do when you level up? I dislike that it doesn't show you all like the level up options. It just tells you what's available right now. So let's say Pact, typing with one hand because of the cat, of the Tome EG3, and see what we get when we level up. At level 5, you get Animate Dead, Call Lightning, and Haste. Animate Dead is not Will's thing, but Call Lightning and Haste are. So it looks like we would be choosing between, we could get Vicious Mockery, Thorn Whip, Call Lightning, and Haste, which are good. But if we do the other things, let's see what they do. Warlock. You could just put this all on one page, you know. Cricket, I need you to stand up on your own, please. Thank you. First, grateful I am that wikis exist. The one for BG3 is not super helpful. Okay, here we go. Pack the Chain, Pack of the Blade. Okay, at level 5, you can attack twice instead of once for Pact of the... Or your familiar can attack twice instead of once on their turn. And Pact of the Blade. You get an extra attack with your Pact weapon. So it is good. Haste, yeah, haste would be fun. Alright, let's... That was Pact of the Tome? Let's do Pact of the Tome. We'll give it a try. Oh, hold on. Look here. Do we want to trade Armor of Agathis for either Misty Step or Scorching Ray? I personally would trade oh my god, words. I would personally trade Armor of Agathis for Misty Step in a heartbeat. But I know a lot of people love Armor of Agathis as well. I would rather have Misty Step. I like it a lot. We could also do Hold Person. Ray of Enfeeblement is really good. I really like Ray of Enfeeblement. Let's do Misty Step for now. We can always switch that out later too. All right. Are we fully leveled? Marcel, did you already level? Yes, okay. All right, we're gonna take like a 5 or 7 minute break before we go in this stone door here because I need a little bio break to use the restroom, and I'll see you back real quick, okay? I hope y'all can stick around. If not, thank you for coming so far, and we'll pick back up in just a minute.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
All right, everyone, I am back. Let me turn back up the volume. Normally I'll leave you with a nice little background noise, but it was just Saza yelling in the background, so I didn't want you to have to listen to that on repeat. All right, much to Cricket's unhappiness. We are back, and we're gonna head into the stone door. Are we doing it now? There we go. All right. So we find ourselves in a cave, and we can see a couple of things right now. We have runes on the wall.
Well, at least we got the druid.
Got goblins.
Entertained.
There's blood on the ground. I think I'm just not close enough to see where it comes from. And then here's a guardian statue that we need to be careful of. And we're gonna do a couple of preparatory things. We're gonna cast Aid. And this is in the wrong spot. Just go like that. And then Will needs to cast his familiar. Oh, I haven't set up Will's bars either. I'll do that after the stream so that you guys don't have to suffer through it. Wait, no, we didn't take a familiar. Back to the tome, I forgot. Okay, I am gonna rearrange these then, so I know. Like, I need to get in the headspace. What are we doing? Okay. We have a blade. We can pierce with it. We can hit someone in the arm. We can flourish on them. I don't have a ranged weapon yet on him, but that doesn't matter because he has Eldritch Blast, which is what we should always do if we have the option. We've got Vicious Mockery as a cantrip, Blade Ward, Thorn Whip, and then Guidance. Where's the fourth one coming from? I forgot. Blade Ward? I don't know. We always need to cast Hex, which means I need to put it before the Eldritch Blast, or I will forget to cast it, and all of you will yell at me. And then we have Misty Step Under Darkness. Okay. No preparatory work there.
No time to run.
Think we're good. Let's all sneak. And see how close we can get. There's also mud on the ground, which does do something, so we need to be careful about that. We are going to use Lazelle's Mage Hand, which is invisible. And then we're going to try and quickly do this. We need to turn off this rune. There's a body there. We're going to float over here, again, because I know things. There's another rune hiding over here. And another body. And then... Uh-oh. Did you get stuck? We need to come
She'll kill us dead if we go back without it.
We'll
Over
get
here.
the druid talking. Grove's got to
One
be
thing I
full.
don't like about this game, a small thing that they made a change, is Mage Hand is only active once a day, which means like I feel like so much pressure to use them so quickly. But we got that in. We're within the 10 rounds that it exists, and we can go back to our party. What to do? And that'll just stop the guardian statues from attacking us. We're gonna get as close as we can. Ungroup.
My patience wanes.
And we're gonna get Lizelle closer because she is too far to do anything effectively.
No sign of the others yet.
I don't think she's gonna be very
Do you
sneaky.
think the fight up front went bad?
Shut it!
Boss should rip you for talking that way.
Will she make it?
Did some
Nope.
bleeding arts show
Oh.
up to save the druid?
It said stealth
I'll cut you
successful.
to pieces. Kill 'em!
Uh-oh. Alright. That's fair. They were looking directly in my direction. The whole party? Okay, just Shadowheart and Lizelle, and now Will. My god, leave her alone, let her hide. Okay. It's Lazelle's turn. We are going to... Man. We have goading attack, trip attack, goading ranged, trip range. I didn't know you could trip from range. That's interesting. Okay. We're going to try and trip this fellow. Oh, okay. He tripped because he's dead. So let's just move over here and end our turn. Shadowheart was not successful in her stealthing. I think we're still... Well... Okay. Y'all said you like spiritual weapon. I'll cast spiritual weapon. I really like halberds. Denise likes halberds. I feel like she would probably use a spear. And in this one, the spiritual weapon gets its own initiative, so it doesn't act right now. And I still have an action I forgot. That's a bonus action, so let's try and kill this guy. Of course we miss.
No holding back.
All right, Will.
No time to waste.
Do what you do best. I'm not going to waste a hex on this because I just don't think we're going to need it. And we missed. All right. We could Misty Step, but we only have 2 spell slots, so let's hold off on that. All right. We can pierce. Gaping wounds. Jess, if you're still here, which is your favorite spiritual weapon to use? We can Hellish attack. Hellish rebuke, sorry. But he only has 7 hit points. I feel like it's a little bit of an overkill. I don't know that we're going to use it for anything else, but I'm just not going to react to that. We also have an unconscious man on the floor that is yellow for us, so we think he probably belongs in the Druid. In the Druid Grove. We'll try and save him. I usually use the maul, but have no logical reason why. Fair, fair. I assume that they do different things, but I've only ever used the halberd until just now when I used the spear, and I don't think the halberd has the piercing wounds thing, so I assume that they all do something different. All right, we're gonna crawl up here, and I don't think I can get behind her for a move. Try and shove, but I think it's just gonna go in the wall. All right, well.
My faith will protect me.
Why don't you help him up? He can't be helped. Okay. Never thought about it. Maul has concussive smash instead of gaping wounds. Yeah, that makes sense. Another thing that's different in this game than in D&D. In D&D, it just does force damage. It doesn't matter what it looks like.
Battle favors the fearless.
I could heal. I am aware I could heal the guy on the ground with a spell slot, but we're not for right now. I'm a bad person. All right. We get Dark One's Blessing, which is from our Fiend Warlock Pact, which is what he came with, which means we get temporary hit points when we kill something, which is nice. Oh, after saying that I wanted her to sneak so she'd get sneak attack, I forgot she wasn't in the initiative order. What a doof. Oh my goodness. Don't think you actually can because he's not in the party? Oh, I don't know. Revivify, you certainly can't raise anyone that isn't in your party. But I feel like
his breath's a
it just wants us to have this cutscene in this situation.
He doesn't respond to your voice.
All right, fine.
I'm ready.
Be a healer.
Camp soon. Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
There we go. I think you can heal anyone you want, you just can't resurrect anyone that's not in the party. Are we going to talk to him?
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here.
Alright, so we have some questions. Shadowheart is the one that was selected for this because I was just casting a spell on her, so we're going to use her RP, not Payne's. How did those goblins slip into the grove?
It's my fault. I thought I'd given them the slip, but they followed me through the tunnel back there. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
Alright, he's gonna run back off. Will is inspired for his folk hero background. Yes, you can also throw a healing potion at him, which works similarly to healing spells. So we're in all this deep mud down here. We're gonna first. I want everyone to run around in circles. So then we're gonna group
without delay.
Never a dull moment.
Keep our rogue leading the party and come up here. I think I could have climbed this, but yeah, okay. We're climbing. And then we're gonna do some looting.
What's inside?
And we get to see how ridiculous they are jumping around all the things, trying to loot stuff. I hate when you get the notification for like you did a perception check and then you don't know where it happened. It's like, can you replay that for me, please? So many potions of healing in here. Does this loot change, or did they change it since the last time I've done it? Because I don't remember this having so many potions before. Oh, hey, Hannah! Thanks so much for joining us. It's getting late here, though, so good night to y'all. Thanks for lurking. I appreciate it, and have a good night.
The Githyank roughly translated, idealist do-gooder, or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset.
I accidentally skipped that first line, but I think she's talking about Will. Didn't mean to click on her, though. Let's come over here. We have dark vision, so we can see in here. Would anyone else like to help with that failed perception check we just had?
Best avoid that trap.
Thanks, Hannah. Have a great night. We'd love to see you again sometime.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
All right, we're going to disarm because we have a disarm kit now. We don't have to blow ourselves up. We can add guidance. All right, Justin Q, thanks for stopping by. Glad you had fun. Oh, we got a natural 1. Okay, we're gonna re-roll again because I don't want everyone to blow up. I don't know what kind of trap is on here, but there's a trap on here. The only way we reasonably fail it is with, you know, a natural 1, so. All right, and now we have to lockpick.
I wonder what's past this.
This is why, like, I know you can play without a thief. You can look for keys. You can smash chests with weapons and stuff, but like I lockpicked so much that I can't imagine not having someone. So we failed this check because it's a higher difficulty class, but remember how I mentioned that we had those extra thieves tools and we're going to use them. The reason I'm using them instead of my... We just failed again, that's what that sound is. The reason that we use the thieves tools instead of inspiration is because inspiration can be used for like social roles as well. We're gonna try one more time. If this doesn't get it, we're gonna send it to camp and try later. I don't want to ruin all our thieves tools, but okay, there we go. All right, finally, all that work. We got a staff called Nature's Snare, which is probably really only good for Gale. Maybe Shadowheart can use it. I'll double check. Shadowheart can probably use it. Not worth 3 thieves tools, I don't think. Well, it's worth 400, so maybe. Shadowheart.
What's next, I wonder?
Yes, this is better than what she has. It can do up to 2 more damage. It can ensnare, so good weapon for her. get rid of her mace. And it still has bludgeoning damage, so it's good to have different damage types because
At least things have stayed interesting.
different things can be
Moving in.
resistant to different types of damages, and also for certain types of inanimate objects, you might need bludgeoning damage or slashing damage to destroy them. So, gonna climb over here. Are you stuck? Okay.
Indolence breeds
I'm gonna
madness.
take Lozelle up here.
Objective noted.
Oh, I think this is just the other entry point. This goes outside of the grove. No? Have I ever found this room before? Or do I just not remember? I didn't find it on my last playthrough, the last time I was in here. Oh, this is... I know where this is.
I see a trap.
This is behind the Druid's Grove. You can't see this here, but I do know where this goes. Okay. Alright, Lozelle's not going to deal with those traps because she doesn't know how. That does go to the inside of the Druid's Grove. I just forgot for a minute. Alright, come back up here. About the other way. This way goes outside of the grove. My plan for today is to finish up like the baseline grove things, and then we can start exploring wilderness next time.
There's something over there.
Goblins?
Again, I know we saw the door, but we just came out of that door. Let's just click on it to clear it. And
I will take my pick.
Just what's out front here. Let's head... I don't know which is the fastest way to get back to the main part of the grove. We'll just go this way. You know what? Can we just not get over there at all? Let me see if I can jump across this bridge, because it might be fun.
All right. What now?
If I can get over there and can disarm the traps. Oh, I can. Oh, we can climb up there. Okay.
At the ready.
Let's go this way, because I've never entered the grove from this direction. It might be a terrible idea, so I'm going to save. I don't want to, like, surprise anyone. But it might make for an interesting interaction. Let's go ahead and disarm these. Note that this was red. We're not supposed to disarm these. Oh, difficulty class 30. Oh, we're not going to get this. Oh, we're not going to get this. Okay. Never mind. All right. Let's go back the way we came, like I said we were going to do. I think it probably would have been faster to leave the other way and just like re-enter the grove again versus backtracking to the med, but oh well. Are we coming, team?
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
I'm gonna buy the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
There's another ledge over here we're gonna go look at. And I do believe we need to be careful.
I don't like the look of that mushroom. I should stay clear.
That one's hiding. Huh. I don't know if I can target it. That's sneaky. I'll move the barrel.
Looking ahead.
Action, not reaction.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
All right. Oh, here's another statue here. I wonder if this one is tied to the other bear statue, and like they both go off when one goes off. We're at the back side of a house here, and if we come over to the other side, I can show you this is where the prison is, and we went back behind it. The stone cave was here, and then this is a building that's locked from the front. I'm going to sneak and ungroup and save.
Should mind my step.
This has never gone well for me. I will preface it with that information, but I don't want to see if I can talk to her. I don't know why it would be any different, but we're just gonna try.
Breathe deep and move.
Stop! This place is off limits. Leave.
All right, we can insight check to read our emotions. I can say we're here to help, which seems strange. We don't know why she's here. I'm afraid I can't. I've been placed in charge of this area. Hush girl. Another word on a snap your neck. I don't like any of these. Let's go for the insight check. I should have cast guidance manually on her before coming in here with Shadowheart or Will. But alas, I'm just gonna let this roll lie. We don't need to use inspiration on it.
You got something to say?
I'm just looking
Well,
around.
look elsewhere.
Okay, but why are you laying on the ground? Am I allowed to ask you that again?
Very well.
You're clearly guarding
Is there
something.
an empty space between your ears? Out! I want guards! Guards!
The speech. Oh
This
god.
is a restricted area. Time to explain.
It like
yourself,
skipped
or
the
this
option for me to
guard will be
leave. It went
restricting
straight into
you
calling
to
the guards in a
cell.
second or third speech bubble. We're gonna try and get out of this. Yeah, would you look at my map? It's upside down. I should have turned right at that other intersection. That seems normal and fair. Oh, thank goodness.
Your words are enough to. Should you attempt such a feat again, you will
Okay.
find yourself on
I'm
the
sorry.
deserving end
It
of
wasn't
justice.
my intention. I just wanted to know why she was on the ground. You know? Oh, they left the door open. That's interesting. Okay, well, I'm not going to go back through it because I'm afraid they're going to yell at me again. So let's regroup the party. Oh, how'd the barrel get up there? All right. Game mechanics. We had Astarion floating on rubble in the crypt last time, so. Saz is still screaming back here.
No traps,
I don't think there's anything in these. Oh, there is. I don't think there's anything in these chests.
You're gonna be sorry, every last one of you.
All right, let's go. Really weird they left the door open here. I guess that's one thing to look for if you want to weigh in again. So this is a book about, there's a series of these in the game. It's A is for Azuth and Other Gods, and this is volume 6? Right? 1, 6 or 4. I've forgotten my Roman numerals, lapse in brain capacity. This is for Ilmater, Jurgol, and Kelemvor. So these are 3 of the gods in the world. I can't remember if we found some in the crypt from the earlier ones. So Ilmater takes in the ill and oppressed. When one to help the other dies, then Ilmater, by Ilmater they are blessed. Oh no, my stream is like way far behind. Hopefully we're okay. And then Jurgle so often said once gave away his bony throne. For Kelenvor, he tracks the dead, makes sure that the dead souls do not roam. Kelenvor, Lord of the Dead, will take your hand when death arises. Make sure the souls are correctly led to all their proper afterlives. So that's just some lore about some gods we may or may not hear more about later in this game. Ooh. Oh no, it's a bedroll. It's not a toolkit or anything. Got some lemons. Carrots. All right, so let's finish going through the grove and picking up our starting quests.
He stares right
Donnie.
past you as if you're invisible or boring.
I'm gonna just turn around and see what
You
he's
see
looking at.
nothing out of the ordinary. When you turn back, there's no trace of the child.
There's a disarm trap. We've got some metallic gloves in here. You know, I would feel bad about this, but none of these are red, so apparently they don't belong to anyone.
Right tool will do the trick.
Including this locked chest here. I don't think there's much in here. Oh, there is. Okay. We have a smoke powder bomb. I don't... If someone wants to tell me in the comments, do kinds of loot ever change? Like, I know some are stationary, but like, are there some that ever change? Because I remember this one having less loot. But they also did an update recently that said, I think, that some loots were going to be bigger now than they were before. Mattis is waving us over and would like to talk.
Hold out your hand, lady. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
All right, we have a rogue option. Nice sleight of hand, Hammer's Flourish, right?
I never learned names or anything. Just the tricks. Anyway, forget that. Take the ring. I want to show you how lucky it is.
Okay, we can banish the ring with a reverse Hammer's Flourish. We can say no time for a scam kid. I mentioned in the character creation session that we had that one of the things that I want to do is like explore like the Thieves Guilds a little bit more, so I'm definitely interested in getting on Mattis's good side. Let's try the... We have to do this one, right? We have to do the reverse Hammer's Flourish. Easy. Easy peasy. Usually it makes you pick heads or tails and she just shows you the trick.
Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay,
can impress her
maybe you
now.
don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails?
There we go. All right. I always say heads, so let's say tails.
Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested?
Oh, hey, welcome back. We're just trying to get in with our little thieves kiddos. All right. So wants to know if we want to see her wares. No, I don't want to be mean. Yeah, let's see what you have.
You got it. One sec. That's what I got.
Ooh, got inspired from that, which is fun. So they have some really fun stuff. We have the Ring of Infinite Wishes, which if you notice, this is a common item. It's not like a magical item, but the description says the exterior of this ring is roughly carved with nonsensical runes. We've got the Ring of Resistant to Ants. A glob of tree sap studded with dead ants occupies the space where this ring stone used to be. And then I love the ring of being really invisible. This ring's gem is missing, or maybe it's just very invisible. So those are really cute. She sells them for 4 gold each. I don't think we need anything that she has unless we want some dye, but I don't... Oh, we have some money. Oh, that's right, we looted things. What color scheme are we going with for Payne? Haven't decided yet. I'm not going to buy any yet. We can think about our options.
Something moving against your back and turn.
All right, so we have this other little tiefling kid who we felt trying to pickpocket us. We can say, relax, you didn't even take anything from me. Someone starting so young, who taught you that? Which I've never had that option before, so that'd be fun. We can observe, athletics, detect thoughts. Let's go with the rogue option.
One of the big kids. How did you catch me?
Oh, how else you're clumsy. A dead man could have caught you. No, we're not going to say that. You were unlucky this time, but you've got talent, I can tell.
Wow, thank you. I guess I'll try harder not to get caught next time. Bye.
I've never had this interaction end any other way other than them running off and being sad. So, I like that. That's nice. Okay. We'll see, hey Marley, we'll see if we run into the kids later.
Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh, let me through, Ragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
All right. Marley, have you gotten a chance to play any more this week? Hope it's been going well. I watched a stream with the PS5 controls and it looked insane to me, so power to you for working through that system.
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake. Ugh.
All right. Yay! Who'd you make? Let me know about your character if you want to. You don't have to. All right. We can either say, I saw it happen, why are the druids holding your daughter, or you need to be careful, that bear would have torn you to shreds. I don't think we're like going to condescendingly tell people. They know that they almost got torn to shreds, so why are they holding your daughter?
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Horrifying. We should check on the girl.
Yeah, of course Will wants to. Yeah, Marley, I had only been watching PC streams before, but I saw one last night that was PS5, and I was just like, oh my gosh. It's so much more confusing. All right. Will wants to check on the girl. I don't think I've had Will while doing this quest before because I usually have Astarion and Gale with me. Oh my gosh. Like you said, it's your fault. You should have tried parenting her. Yikes. Thieves. I'm not going to say they deserve to be punished, of course. Let's go talk to them. I'm learning that Payne has a soft spot for kids, especially if she's with the other
Can't take this waiting.
tieflings that were doing the swindling. I think she wants to explore that option.
Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
Marley mentions, I made a handsome tiefling man ranger. I'm in lust with him. I love it. I have a sorcerer drow that I'm just like swooning over her also, so I get it. All right, let's try and get in here.
Carl Magrin, give her a chance. You, get back!
The juxtaposition of those two lines always crack me up so much. Like, give her a chance, get back. Like, why? All right. We can either say I go where I please because I took care of your goblins. What's so special down here? Not looking for trouble. Can you let me by? Yeah.
No.
That one.
And you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh. I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
All right, Kaga is the druid leader now. We found out earlier that...
My grizzled friend. What can you tell me about this place?
Shh, quiet, please. We found out that Halson is the druid's healer, and he's not here right now. Trying to move away from that conversation so it's not as loud. And Kaga is now kind of ruling over the grove, so let's go over here. This kind sir named Volo wants to talk to us.
Gates just now, no? When the goblins came, you saw them up close?
If you aren't familiar with...
If you please. There's no overstating my interest.
If you aren't familiar with D&D lore, Volo is a lore character in D&D, and there's like the Volo's Guide to Monsters and things like that. So he's pretty famous in the D&D worlds. I love this line for sarcasm, and there's no overstating my disinterest. I have no time for questions. I guess it's not sarcasm because she means it. It's just a funny statement.
Quick. Hand to heart.
I always have sat here for this. For you guys, so you can see the outrageousness of this conversation.
Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
So we know all the details. We could give an exact description, but we're gonna say just common variety goblins.
Aye, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins?
I don't know why these are our only three options. I'll say I'd rather not say. Are we done here?
Far be it from me to pry. Now, as you were saying, Lasha, Booyarg, And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Dragon? There wasn't a dragon. Or, yeah, it was brass, no doubt. Or, I think there's been a misunderstanding. What do you want? I like the look that she's giving here. We're gonna say, yeah, it was brass, no doubt.
Witness mistook obvious silver dragon for brass. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Yeah. I believe they did, and if they didn't, then Zaza told us about the absolute.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
I'm not gonna say anything.
Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
Do we think it's a good idea for this eccentric man to go single-handedly into a goblin camp? Probably not. I'm gonna say, why the dragon?
My friend, every story benefits from a dragon.
He's not wrong.
Until we meet again.
All right. We also don't have our beast speech, but here's the bear. And then over here. Over here is the idol of Sylvanas. They're doing their ritual. There's another bear over here sleeping on what looks to be an elevator. we need that later, we can deal with that. Actually, let's do that right now. I'll forget to do it if we don't do it right now. So let's see if we can get her to leave. And we're gonna have Shadowheart talk to the bear. Animal handling is based on wisdom, which is why I chose our wisdom-based caster for this. I don't know who would just walk up and like nudge a bear though. Like you'd just be like, come on. Alright, so we're all gonna get on the elevator. Come on. There's a squirrel that we cannot talk to.
Let's try this way.
Oh, let me lead with Lizelle.
Action, not reaction. Repositioning.
I also didn't know this encounter was here. The first several times I played, I had a friend tell me about this. They're like, hey, did you do this thing with the thing? And I was like, no. So there is a bugbear assassin up here about to harm this woman. So let's try and avoid that.
Time to press ahead.
Let's bonus action hide.
Cautious.
Ooh, just out of range and in the partially obscured shade here. Then we can sneak attack because we're hidden. And we still have an extra bonus action because of our thief subclass. So we're gonna try and I think dash is better than hide in this scenario. We're just gonna run over here. We're closer for next time. No reason to cast Hex. This guy's gonna die pretty quick, so. Oop, I didn't mean to run backwards.
I will ascend.
Yeah. Oh, she can't make it. She's gonna be so sad.
Make way.
I'm just gonna do a regular attack.
How much farther can I go?
Let's talk to Nadira.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. But too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Coin mistress, you lost me. I've been to Avernus, but I'm no devil servant. I don't think we have been to Avernus. Well, I mean, technically. That's what I spaced out. She did call us out on that. We went on the Mind Flayer ship. That's why she mentioned that. That bugbear would have crushed your skull. This is the thanks that I get, or deception you got me. Hand over the coin and I'll be on my way. Not just because this is like the roguish option, but I think that we're curious. What coin is she talking about? Let's try and lie and find out. Difficulty class is only 5, so I'm not going to use guidance. We're just, if we get a 1, we fail anyway, and we have a +4, so we either succeed on this or critically fail. We're fine. All right. Come on.
That bloody Irenes! Devils just can't stand to lose. Here. Now go back to the pit that made you.
Rude. I don't know if this is bugged. I don't know why they're giving me the same options. Save. Just try and pick an option that doesn't get me in trouble.
Why, thank you, dread slayer of bugbears. You shall live forever in my memory. Now take my regards back to that pouting Irenes and leave me alone.
The game wouldn't let me. I'm leaving now. Thanks. So we received a soul coin. It is a strange, incomprehensible whispers emanate from this coin, pervading your thoughts with rage and despair. These coins can power infernal engines. We're gonna put that in our story bag. The the bugbear had a book on him. I don't know if I've read this one in another game. 1 foot, 2 feet, we will meet, 2 drakes, 1 meek, 1 draw, 2 drakes. I think these are just songs. Alright, alright. Now that she is safe, we'll come back down to our elevator and resume Path of the Druid's Grove. I did, I'm not thinking. I wasn't looking for herbs. And another path over here that we should definitely take. For no reason. You can do it. I have faith in you.
What's that?
That's all you're standing in the crate. Alright, 2 healing potions. Not bad. Okay, I guess there weren't any alchemy supplies to collect over here, but we did get 2 healing potions out of it. We'll run back on our elevator lever. Okay.
Let's have a look.
There are some in here where this person is gardening. Seems like it would be rude to walk in here and just take them, but...
Speak.
Alright. I'm looking for a healer. Can you help me narrow the search?
Find Nettie in her room. Through the carved door, deeper in the grove.
Are you helping to prepare for the ritual?
I would prefer not to. But if Master Halsin does not return, Korga will give the order. And my voice will not matter.
Alright, so we have a little bit of information here that the druids are split between following Kaga and wanting Halsin to be back.
Yes, I see. And is that her with 2 R's or 1?
Just collecting the herbs here and heard Bolo in the background. I don't know if he's super audible unless you have headphones on or not. Tusk rutting around in the mud.
Here we go.
Here's the carved door. Hopefully we'll find Kaga in here. Go ahead and save our game.
Have you lost your senses?
Alright. We're gonna look around after this interaction.
She must pay the...
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
I am incapable of looking at that hairstyle in the character creator without seeing Kaga, so I can't ever have it. I wouldn't want the hair, but like I can't have the hair. Thief, poison, what is this girl's actual crime? Imprison her, she's just a child, do nothing. When the guard said you wanted to see me. Let's ask what she did.
Girl? You mean parasite?
Yes, I hate her
Eats
too,
our
Marley.
food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks.
Oh, how dare she drink
Wrath,
water.
Lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Yeah, the tiefling kids are so cute. There's also, just to let you know, in your own playthroughs, if you have a Speak with Animals potion, this encounter goes very differently. And also, I think if you're a druid, you have some other options to interact with Snake. But without those things, it's just talking with the people like you would expect. Alright, don't druids cherish harmony? Release her, I'll see that she stays out of trouble, or read Kaga's mind. I definitely want to pick this one, but I also want to read Kaga's mind. I don't think that this will lock me out of the other option. Great. Whopping 4. Let's try again. There we go.
Halsin is gone. I am first druid now. I will take control and prove my authority.
So smug. Hate it. I like the first part of this. You've proven your authority now, but like the second part, now prove your mercy, isn't a thing she's gonna respond to, or that Payne would say. I don't think. Let's just try and persuade her and say that we'll look after her. Hello, Diane. It's good to see you. Yes, we have a very rude, sassy druid on our hands here. And Marley, I meant to tell you earlier too, we had some really cute interactions with the tiefling kids before you jumped on the stream as well. So
very well. She may go.
Put that back up on
break your word, and my
YouTube afterwards.
Tila to me. Out.
Since we're doing streams,
my grace has.
I'll wait till she's done. I thought she was done talking.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin.
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Dang, girl, dang. Okay, since we're on YouTube now, instead of on Twitch, the replays will be available right away to watch, but if you want to wait till they're cleaned up and, like, edited into a more easy to digest format, they'll be up next week. All right, so we got a couple things going on right now. So we're going to follow up on them. Shadowheart said her hand hurts.
Ridiculous. I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
How badly does it hurt? Are you sure it's not connected to tadpoles? That one.
Positive. You can trust me on that.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. We're here, so let's read this plaque real quick.
The forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. The mural depicts druid and beast fighting together to drive monsters from their land. It looks like they were victorious, and yet the monsters have returned.
Law seriously.
By letting that child escape without consequence. We might as well have lain on the ground and let them trample us.
By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural depicts a ritual, but you do not recognize the deity involved.
I was just typing. I didn't know how long that cutscene was going to go on. I missed at first that you said you were excited to hop on, and I did take Hex for you. Die, no worries. Will has it. Let's talk to Kaga.
Go on. Say it.
Yeah.
You think I'm a monster?
Yeah, you're a real bee.
Monster? Too kind. A demon, more like.
Again, I've never had Will when I've come down here before, so these are all like new interactions that I'm getting with him. Only a monster would threaten a child? I think that's the option that we go
yes, you would say so. I know your kind.
with.
You see only villains and victims. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother, you call her monster. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
All right. We can just attack her, which is an interesting option at this venture. Let's ask more about the magic behind the ritual.
The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanas demands that we choke them out.
Look, I don't want to be a stickler about D&D lore, but that's not really what Sylvanas is about. Justin attacked her, didn't end well for me in the future with the beautiful red lady. Oh no. Yeah, he doesn't like that. We're talking about someone we haven't met yet in the stream, guys, but we'll get there. I'll try and remember to tell you what that's in reference to. All right. You'd leave them to die on the road, let them stay. Do what you want, or we can just leave. Let's just leave. I'm just gonna walk away from this conversation. Let's take a look at this logbook. It's labeled 1371, which is the date, and it is stamped with an elegant stag amongst a dark green background. 6 Uktar, that's one of the months. Sent 2 druids, some of the newer recruits up north. Village here has... Is that too loud for you guys, the background banter while I'm reading the books? It's pretty loud in my ear. Okay, 6 Uktar, sent 2 druids, some newer recruits up north. Village has 2 years of failed crops and are unlikely to survive next winter. 3 days later, a group of from Baldur's Gate arrived. They've set up camp on the edge of the forest. 2 bears and a fox came by. The territory has been burned out. Half the fox's cubs died. Payne. This new group a visit tomorrow. The following day, visit did not go well. After telling me where to shove it, they said I could cut down half the forest and burn out any wildlife that dares stick around. Claimed they were going to farm the land and make a new city of their own. Time to get creative. Final entry 2 days later, mudslide did the trick, buried half the farming equipment and made the rest useless. They won't be back anytime soon. Got reports of red wizards in the village south of here, sending 3 rangers to investigate. Even if they get, if they catch even a whiff of a red cloak, I'm contacting the House of Sylvanas. All right, back on my headphones. I couldn't read and have the background banter at the same time. So if that was loud on the replay, I will adjust it for a future stream. Oh, no. That's red. Don't take it. Okay. This isn't red.
Oh no. I hate wolves.
All right. So first Shadowheart had the Payne in her hand.
Wolves, Shadowheart.
And now she's scared of silver.
I suppose you've noticed I'm not terribly fond of wolves. They're ravenous predators with fangs like daggers. It's hardly an irrational fear to harbor. You've been decent to me so far. Maybe if you can, don't make me face any more of them. At least, not alone.
Just gonna say everyone has their fears. I won't judge yours.
Really? Some might think it makes me a liability. Maybe that's what I like about you. You're different.
All right. We are going to do something. Sorry for the camera spinning. I feel like what I'm looking for is over here, right? Pretty sure it's over here.
This will all be over. The ritual's almost finished.
Oh, it's back here, I think. Maybe? Yes, okay. All right, so we are going to ungroup. Sorry for spacing out there. I just got lost. Not terribly fun. Girl, you were just saying, I hate wolves. That wasn't hard to notice. Yeah, some of her dialogue is a little bit abrupt, especially in the early scenes where they're like trying to get you to like learn more about your companions. I'm wondering if what happened is like they recorded the lines and then slightly changed the interaction or something so they don't quite make a ton of sense, but it's fine. All right, this is Kaga's chest. It was hiding behind a bookshelf, and we're going to try and open it and not get caught. Oh, we rolled a 2. Let's use another set of thieves tools or point of inspiration. Let's see, we're low on thieves tools. Let's go point of inspiration. That red cone of vision out there is NPCs that can see us. So once we're out of here, we can unhide and they won't think we're being sus. And let's see what we have here. We have a book called The Shadow Druid's Doctrine and a half-torn note. So, the book's spine is limber from overuse. The corner of one page is folded inwards. Balance is a myth. Where any clan treads, nature struggles. Unity is a fiction. Men of mere flesh seek only to tame the beast and raise flora. We are the thunder, we are the rain, we shatter mankind to grow new life in its place. The 2 was so sad. Thanks for inspiration. Yes. It's really hard. Like when you're like, I have such a small chance of failing this, and then the dice betray you. But it happens. We are using, for anyone joining us late in the stream or in a different YouTube video VOD, we are using the non-karmic dice. So these are truly random. There's also the karmic dice option that automatically the game comes with. So it kind of like balances out your rolls, kind of like a friendly DM would. So we're not playing with that. So the thing is, like, if you roll a natural 1 with the karmic dice, you're likely to swing back to the other end, so you can kind of like start to expect what you're going to roll, which isn't everyone's cup of tea. So we're going to try without them. All right, this is the half crumpled, torn note that was in her chest as well. There are marks crisscrossing the page that don't look scribbled on as much as slashed. Kaga, Swamp Docks, Tree, Meet Me Alone, Olodon. So we'll keep our Swamp Docks in mind if we want to investigate Kaga's situation. Let's hop over to our quests and investigate Kaga. We found a note and we'll see what she's up to. Show that on the map. We're in a different area, so it's not going to show us. It's fine. All right, everything else in here. Well, let's do a thing. We're a thief, right? Oh, there's a guy in the room. Forgot that. He came in here. Let's have our party group together.
I wonder what the next move is. I'll take this way.
Indolence breeds madness.
The pride of the gate. All's well that ends.
We're gonna do some stealing. We entered turn-based mode so that the wolf stops walking around outside. The wolf has never caught me, but I wouldn't put it past him. We're gonna dash. Don't walk around the thing and waste your movement. Okay, so the Rite of Thorns is the thing that they're trying to do for the Grove. And the Elder Circle doth decree the greatest tenets. Number 3. 1, the natural order must be preserved no matter its form. 2, forces that would disrupt the natural order must be destroyed. And 3, the Emerald Enclave must offer aid to the weary and injured. Oh, I'm sorry, that was the Emerald Enclave tenets. This is the Rite of Thorns. Interwoven prayers and incantations snake across one side of the page. Written on the other are instructions for performing a rite of thorns. When the prayers complete, thorns and brambles rise from the earth, protecting harm from those who chanted it. So they are trying to enclose the grove in these thorns so that no one can come in and out. Seems sus. We are going to toggle out of turn-based mode.
Never wanted the easy path.
And there's a little reset timer here. And we can press it before the wolf comes back. All right. Let's see what we've got here. I think we read the accounts of Balespawn before. In the last little, I had like a video on the Dank Crypt and we read them at the end. I don't know if these are the same ones or different ones, but go ahead and take it. Like, I know thieving is frowned upon, but you learn so much in this game by reading stuff you're not supposed to read. I think we have both of those as well. We haven't done this one. While the number of trinkets and bargains a hag personally acquires means that her powers will be unique compared to that of her sisters, hags as a whole can still be divided into 3 subcategories. Night hags, named such for their ability to haunt a mortal's dreams, slowly devouring essential essence until a victim's soul can be trapped into the hag's soul bag. They are known for being petty, selfish braggarts. Sea hags, known for devouring their victims whole. Sea hags can terrorize and kill with a single look. They reek of fish and are incapable of making a proper cup of tea. And then green hags, they're beautiful, they're powerful. Speak not a word against them. And that was the evil eye. And if one looks into the etched markings on the cover long enough, they appear to blink. And I'm pretty sure we read this one. I'll put it on the screen there so you can pause and read it if you want to. The Grove's artifacts. This tablet categorizes magical various artifacts of a druidic nature. One particular entry has been outlined, Idol of Sylvanas, a relic formed from the wood and resin of an oak tree touched by the forest father himself. Pray to it quietly to reap Sylvanas's blessing and commune with nature. Below an entry, a chalk note snakes across the stone. So much more, so much more prayer, more power, Rite of Thorns. I'm not going to take that. All right, same book again, but we can sell them for money. On the subject of Gond in progress. Is it a... Oh, it's a piece of paper? Benji, enough is enough. I am sick and tired of hearing about your precious Emerald Enclave. They claim to be allies of the people of Faerun, that they fight to balance civilization, and nature in a chaotic world, but this is lies. They are the enemies of progress, of intellect, who would be happiest if the world reverted to a time of outdoor privies and knuckle-dragging proto-folk. Those are some strong words. Please visit me at the High House of Wonders in Baldur's Gate. There are things I have learned during my apprenticeship that are simply, well, wondrous. There are water pumps, no more back-breaking work for simple bucket of water. A steam-powered, a steam-powered oxen that can drive your wagon for days on end. Even this letter, it was transcribed and printed by our newest mechanized printing press. I had little fun and printed several copies just for the sake of it. Please, brother, I cannot bear the thought of coming home to find you picking berries out of a tree and arguing with mother and dad about whether or not the crops are impede on fox territory. Right back soon, all right? And don't forget, dad's birthday is next month. Love, Abigail. I don't think I found this letter before. If there was one playthrough where I did kind of steal stuff in here, and I didn't clock everything in this, but I'm in Act 3 on one of my characters, and we're gonna come back to this, so that's kind of exciting. Catching up on chat. Hags equal bad can confirm. I have not been reading anything. I can't see well enough from my couch. Yeah, that's another reason, like, I think that it would be hard to play on the controller, because you'll see when I'm reading, I like lean forward. Even though my monitors could move it, I could just move it closer to me, but that's extra work. Okay, we're going to come out of hiding and exit turn-based mode. Were we not in turn-based mode the whole time? Did we get caught?
Alright, time to skulk about. These boots have seen everything.
It's fine. I'm not doing anything wrong. I lie to myself. Just read your books. And keep your apple. Ooh. Another evil eye. I think that's everything in here, right? Where's the pouch? It's on like the other side. Oh, it's on the floor over there. Okay. Unsneak. Exit.
Another step forward.
One more pouch and then we're good. We can keep moving.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Okay. Unsneak. Group together. Let's
Not over,
leave.
Then through.
Yeah, you don't need to read the books, but they have like a lot of information in them. Some of them are just fluff and filler, and others are actually helpful, and like come back many times over in the game. I'm trying only to read aloud the ones that, at least that I know, will affect the game later on. I won't read the ones that are just like fluff to be fluff. Except one that I have in mind that I'm excited to show some of my friends based on some other games that we're playing. But, okay, we're gonna save the game. Talk to Nettie.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Just gonna wait.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
I'm looking for Nettie.
You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you.
Yes, Marley, I agree. The wings bother you. They are rendered to be like stiff wings out for flying, but when they fold back in, they just tilt on an angle. It looks absolutely ridiculous. Did they look at the bird before? Oh, they do have other birds that, or other wings, I should say, that fold beautifully or better, but they just didn't work on that one very hard, I don't think. I mean, they did a great job. I'm sure that they weren't super concerned about Blue Jay wings, but it is obnoxious. All right, what can she do for me? Healing as soon as possible, asking directly about mind flayers. I hear Halsin's the best healer around. I need to find him.
You and every other soul here. I can help if something's wrong. I'm no Master Halsin, but I can manage.
I'll take whatever I can get. Heal me.
Come here.
Let's see what she can do for us.
You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
I'm more than tired. Something crawled into my eye.
Crawled in? Some sort of bug? Or... Wait, did it look like a tadpole? But from your worst nightmare? All slime, teeth, and tentacles.
You know of them? Can you help me? What other kinds are there? It's not like a frog hopped in my eye. Actually, never mind. I'll get help somewhere else. We're gonna go with the
serious condition.
Frog hopped in my eye.
Follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
There's so many games where I nitpick the horse or bear movement. Yes. I agree. It was interesting watching
something in that vessel.
This one had the same problem as you.
The behind the
Attacked us
scenes
in the woods
for
together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
Okay. The behind the scenes for the Vox Machina cartoon, they talked about how much animators hate animating horses because of the gaits being really hard to reproduce, and I just thought that was interesting. Whereas, like, I would paint horses 100 times over before people, but to each their own. Okay. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after, and there's a corpse on a slab. It didn't really let us look around before we went into this conversation. So, hoping for a less grave cure. Look, horses have stupid legs. I don't blame them. Okay, Nettie grabbed a thorny piece of plant.
I'll do the best I can. I'm no Master Halson, mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that.
I think we should be
Still,
concerned.
We have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I will remain. I have a vested interest in the outcome.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
All right. What's that plant? Will it help?
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange
I like that she's holding it behind her back, despite the fact that we failed an insight check. I can merge my mind with someone else that's infected. I fell from a ship in the sky, something caught me, and intellect of ours spoke to me as if I was one of their own. No, nothing strange, I just want it out of my head. I think we're gonna go with the last one because she's acting sus.
Nothing? You're sure? All right. I suppose that makes things easier. Give me your arm, please.
Oh no. Oh no. I've never said nothing to her before, I guess.
You came to me for help. Do you want it or not?
No.
No. I can't let you leave. You could transform any second. This is the last time I'll ask. Please.
You're not asking this as a threat.
To hell's with it.
Nettie! This goes very differently if you cooperate and answer her questions. We didn't specialize in intimidation because we hoped that deception and persuasion would work. We can try and dodge, or we can try and attack first. I'm gonna rely on, I don't like that this doesn't have a roll. I don't know what that's gonna do. And let's go with the dexterity so we can claim deniability. Like, we're not the ones who opened harm on the druids. Hopefully. Okay, we're fine.
You dodge her blow, but as you regain your footing, you can see the pain in her eyes.
I'm sorry. I truly am, but I can't let you go. If you transform out there, you'll kill everyone in the grove. Everyone for leagues around.
Okay, we can say the drow didn't transform, neither will I. I'm not showing symptoms, that means I have time. Try and call the tenants of her order. She can't support this, or you can't hit me, let alone kill me. Don't make me put you down. Oh my gosh. Let's go with the persuasion, because medicine is not good for us. Not as good for us. Cooperation is overrated. I think the dodge is a good play. Thank you.
Master Halson did say the drow's tadpole was dormant. Maybe yours is too.
Okay, are we gonna make it out of this? I just want to find a cure. No one else can stop these goblins. I'm glad you're coming to your senses. Let's try and plead to her. I think we're good at reading people. So just like, yeah, give me a chance to find a cure for this.
All right, but on one condition. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
Okay. I think this is gonna be like a bit, okay, whatever, hand it over. I don't know that she has intent of using it, but we'll agree.
Swear it.
I think it's funny that you can say I swear it, and then not have a deception check for that. But I want to get out of here, so we'll say, yeah, sure, I'll swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that.
Yes.
But
Cross my
thank you.
fingers behind my back.
Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flare infection. Then suddenly,
we did it, guys.
There's dozens of you.
Got out of a tense conflict.
Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird
Seems
powers
weird.
aside, you seem perfectly normal.
I'm sure it won't, consume the entirety of this game. All right. What do you mean should be changing? You must have learned something from studying. Just tell me if there's a cure. Now let's see what she's learned.
For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from mind flayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Not yet, anyhow.
So you think it's only a matter of time? That's good news. You said you're tracking other victims. Did they change?
Hard to say. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
All right. So go and get him?
I've sent birds to find him, but the place is rotten with goblins. And if my birds can't get close, what chance do I have? You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
I don't think Payne loves the idea of someone talking about her as like a parasite incubator, but we're going to try and look past that. Between all right, Alpha and Halsin, or it sounds like you're making a lot of assumptions that could kill me. Let's go with the second one.
The way I see it, you have two options. Halsin, or that wyvern poison. I don't envy your choice, truly. But this is the hand fate's dealt you.
Okay.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you what happened out there. But those adventurers were the only witnesses. And they're long gone. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Lady, I'm not a paladin. Don't talk to me about my oath.
Come on.
Wyvern.
All right, we've gotten our wyvern
Never tried it,
poison.
and I hope to keep it that way.
Better a quick draft than Ceramorphosis, nonetheless.
We are going to sneak over here while Nettie
Becoming a mind flayer.
went in the other room.
In case things start to go very wrong.
And let's see what we have. We have bottled blooms, bottled tentacles, bottled eye, bottled solvent, Halsin's journal. Extraordinary happenings while meditating in the forest. Nettie and I were ambushed by a pack of goblins led by a drow. We had no choice but to defend ourselves, but that is not the extraordinary, or rather disturbing part. On the drow's death, a parasitic creature emerged from part of the corpse and had tried to escape. I managed to capture it and have the host's cadaver here in my study. I've told no one of my fears. Nettie suspects, but knows better than to ask. I will investigate further before informing the others. Kaga will demand answers I don't yet have. I had better record than any words. I had better record any further findings in a separate volume and keep them on my person, lest prying eyes jump to the wrong conclusions. We also, he's talking about this. There's a mind flayer parasite. We also heard right before we went into that conversation with Nettie, a voice in our head saying, oh, there's something interesting over there. You should take a look at it. Anatomical sketches of both drow and illithid tadpole are accompanied by notes written in an urgent scribble. The parasite was nestled deep in the brain matter, illithid, undoubtedly, yet the host seemed unaware while alive. No visible signs of ceremorphosis on the cadaver. Most strange. The final note is a single underlined word. Altered.
Looks like Halsin's our best bet for a cure.
Dear Nettie, I entrust you with the circlet to open the library where it always...
See what he knows.
If you need to enter the vault...
Only a Githyanki Kresh holds our cure.
Party, stop talking. I'm trying to read a note. If you need to enter the vault, talk to Wrath. He has the rune, but won't give it to anyone. So be sure that you have a good reason to ask. Protect my research while I'm gone and take care of the animals. Don't give fish to Tuffet. She's getting lazy. From Master Halsin. So we have information from Master Halsin about his research notes in his tadpole. We know that Nettie has a circlet that opens the library. We know that Wrath has a tablet to open something there. But don't have more information than that. Everything else is just like bottled tentacles and stuff.
Free for the taking.
Oh, we got a little whisper there. Free for the taking, take it. Let's come over here. I mean, I'd prefer you not walk on the table, but I guess you do you. Let's leave the exit-based mode, and we're gonna, no, okay. If that's where you want to be, I guess that's fine. Let's use our amulet and talk to this dead man.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
All right, so this is our first time on stream, I think. Have we used this on stream before? I don't know what was in this video, what was me playing over the past week. Speak with Dead is pretty cool in this game. It's a 3rd level spell, but it's a ritual, so once you cast it once during the day, you can cast it all day long on any other corpses that you come across that are willing to speak to you. So we'll have this option for the rest of the day if we come around. Nothing like climbing on furniture unnecessarily, especially with dead bodies on them. It's totally fine. So we can ask up to 5 questions, and sometimes when you click questions, they lead to other questions. Not always, but sometimes. So who are you?
Ned Sierranis of the Absolute.
Yeah, it's super cool for the utility, Diane. I really like it, that you can do it multiple times a day. I don't think we need to ask what happened because we found Halsin's note saying that they killed him. We don't need to ask who killed you. How many drow are out there?
Minthara. Back at camp.
Okay. So we've gotten the name Priestess Gut and Minthara. Where did you get your tadpole?
The corpse remains silent. It doesn't understand the question.
Didn't know where its tadpole came from. Okay. Where did you start following the Absolute?
Moonrise Towers. Initiation.
Were you abducted by mind flayers? I know the answer to this, but we'll ask
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Did I press leave instead by accident? I might have pressed leave. Either that or bugged out. Okay, so we got Moonrise Towers. We got some good information.
That's a friendly-looking shadow.
Let's take off this note so we can read it. Track the druid. Find whatever burrow he runs into and report back to me. Remember, you are only a scout. Do not engage. Do not kill anyone. Simply observe and return. I shall decide what to do next. M. He just didn't want to answer me, yeah. I will say, too, while we're on the subject, Speak with Dead also, there are some like pretty big restrictions in this game for it. So if the target was killed by fire damage, electricity, or is like otherwise, I forget what the specific conditions are. Oh, here we go. Skeletons and creatures killed with acid, fire, lightning, necrotic, or radiant damage no longer have a mouth and can't be made to use to talk. So I have forgotten this numerous times during my games where like I'll be fighting an enemy and just like using my casters. And if you use certain spells on them or certain types of arrows, you won't be able to talk to them. So I'll try and do a better job at remembering that in this playthrough, but I can't make any promises. All right, I have Kitten, which means I don't have the both hands that I need for playing the game. We are in the library, by the way, and we read the note about the rune. So there's the rune of the elk, the rune of the bear, the rune of the eagle, and then we're missing one in this empty socket. And we read in the book that Wrath has that one. Kitten, in order to be sneaky, I need both hands. It will take forever. Okay. You come over here.
Can't risk being in open view.
Okay, but you didn't crouch.
Just out of view.
All right, let's see if we've got any new books here. Gith and Mind Flayers. I don't think we've read that one yet. This book comprises several chapters, one for each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand transcriptions of the oral histories of several storytellers throughout the realm. Chapter 4, Baldur the Swift, 700 years of age, wood elf storytelling, hailing from the Wood of Sharp Teeth. It took me several 10 days, sorry, Cricket climbed on the desk and I'm distracted. It took me several 10 days of quiet habitation in the wood before the venerable Baldur felt comfortable revealing his presence to me. The longer I stayed, demonstrating that I was no threat to his health and peace, the more he was open to gentle inquiry. This tale relayed to me on a chilly morning while we stoked a small fire between us. It was like none I had heard before or since. I asked if it were fiction, and he insisted empathetically that it was all true to his own eye. Long ago, before my eyes and ears, before your lonesome quill and scribe, there was an empire of people, or perhaps only belief, an empire of brain eaters, soul wasters. They called themselves Illithids, the flayers of minds. The children of Gith were bowed, bent, and in service to the flayers, a passionate people made to serve a cold belief. The flayers were untouchable, their minds great oppressor. No proud will or passion could break Gith's children free. Until at last a reckoning, its source unknown, a power unproven, but its events history-making. The cowed would not be cracked, the Gith fought... Honey... The Gith's children fought back valiantly, and their freedom theirs, the flayers bent and broken till today. So this is a little bit about the history of Gith and Illithids. We know why Lae'zel hates them so much. Basically, Mind Flayers enslaved the Gith people, and it wasn't until they were able to rise out and rebel against them that they got their freedom back. So important things. I'm taking my chances by not going into turn-based mode. We're just gonna... It's fine. Personal account. In Ketheric, I see failures manifest. He did not fall, he was pushed, his grief twisted by shadow, and yet we still not act until his light was all but snuffed. Might want to keep hold of that name, Ketheric. It's not the last time we'll see it. Cricket, you can't just walk around the desk. You've never been allowed to do that. Come on. Oh, God. Here we go. Thank you, dear. Okay, to whom it may concern, not an invitation to speak later, apparently. Okay, got some mugwort here. Let's see what the runes have, or the tablets. Disorders of nerves and mind. I don't think I'm gonna read this one, but hopefully there's enough time there for you to pause if you wanted to look at it. Soul coins, we picked one of those up and we don't know what it is. So academic disclosure, this research was funded independently and conducted in a site in Avernus, the first plane of the 9 hells. Candlekeep does not encourage or promote the entrapment of mortal souls. Soin coals as a concept are one of merciless simplicity. The sum of personal and magical essence, the soul, is bound into a minted piece of infernal iron and used as currency by devils and their cohort. They are frequently traded for the value that they can purchase mercenaries, magical items, and even fuel strange engines in the hells. However, there is a fascinating culture surrounding the soul coins as well. I spoke to a devil who admitted she has one coin that she will never sell, for it was the bargain that got her promoted out of the Lemur status. She connected me to a half-elf warlock who had promised his soul to a coin after death. I was able to look at his contract, which is reproduced below. The next 50 pages appear to be a painstakingly written legal document in Infernal with headache-inducing number of footnotes, as the devil contracts tend to be. So yeah, I love that I get to share the Candlekeep stuff with you, Diane. Di is one of my friends that I play D&D with and also runs a Candlekeep game for us. So that's not the only Candlekeep reference you'll see in this game, and I love it. Yeah. All right, we have more of the same here. We're going to take them so we can sell them. Ooh, Fringe Philosophy. I don't think this one is necessary. Oh, no. Okay, let's read it. The publisher note claims this volume promotes magical theory too radical for mainstream. This excerpt is attributed to High Artificer Thera Bryn of Baldur's Gate. I suppose they seek to silence me, believing that an artificer of the High House would not stoop to publish in any volume outside the great Gondonian journal, so they so diligently guard. But they forget that I am not so grand. Before I lent my name and my knowledge to the High House of Wonders and all that marvels therein, I was not but a lazy farm girl who liked to look up. And that is how I first saw them, the slow, serene earth motes, entire mountains migrating through the sky above. I'm sorry, guys. It was later I learned of their origins, of the ancient Netherese empire that fashioned them, of the residual magic so potent it sustained them still. The wizards of Nerethil carved marvels out of the mundane, lifted the earth aloft for industry, for sport. It was later still, after I earned my place at the High House, that I learned of all the long shadow Nerethil cast along the evolution of our craft, that their great flying cities fell in folly and flames do not diminish the wonders that they wrought, and the stubborn aversion to studying them, to learning what they learned, is the very antithesis of Gond's teachings. Yes, many of the catastrophes inflicted upon the centuries were fruit-born meddling in the Netherese seed. Yes, their last shining bastion fell into the shadow, their lore twisted to Shar's dark and destructive designs. And yes, I say again, whether the High House will sanction it or no, to study the very flame of creation is worth it, even if the fires consume us. I was very wrong when I first opened it. That's a very important book for us. Yeah, studying cities that used to fly has never caused any problems in any lore or universe that happened to fall in D&D. It's fine.
To find a way forward. What's that?
What's what? What are you looking at? Ma'am, you have to stop doing this to me. I don't know what you're looking at. Talked about earlier in the stream that sometimes they will just, you know,
Don't want to draw any attention.
Do a perception check that you succeed at, and then you don't know where it's succeeding from. So, taking a scroll of Featherfall. Yay! Welcome back to both of you. All right. Ooh, sighting records. Owlbear sightings in the region. Oh no. The last entry was written 10 days ago, saying cub. The word is underlined several times. We're gonna take this bullywug trumpet, even though it's not ours. Okay. I hope you guys aren't totally tired of hearing me read stuff poorly, mind you. But these are all important to the lore. There aren't as many books as we go further, I don't think. It's a lot of lore-heavy stuff at the beginning. Few try to understand the weave. A true pity, for only they who are truly attuned to the weave can rightly call themselves spellcasters. Thus comes the question, what is the weave? It is an essential element of the universe. It runs through everything in unseen threads. It is what makes magic possible. It is also, though I will not go into further detail here, the goddess Mystra herself. See Magic of the Weave, Mystra, and the Spell Plague. The weave isn't magic precisely. It is, rather, it is the raw material from which magic is woven, not entirely unlike how a collection of threads is shaped to form one garment. Those with the necessary talent and skill can manipulate the weave and perform magic by casting spells. Developing the skill takes years of learning and constant practice. You might have heard of those who can cast spells because they were born with innate magic to the weave. Some call them sorcerers. Or worse, because they struck a bargain with an otherworldly creature known as warlocks. Also known as warlocks, not the otherworldly creatures. The people who get the powers for them. Do not be deceived. Their magic is unpredictable, uncontrolled, and in some cases not even rightfully theirs. Who truly know and manipulate the weave as an art, but those wizards who master it will know the limitless powers and beauty that the weave provides. No worries at all. We're not going to be on too much longer. 4 hours is definitely going to be my max of any stream, and today I'm like feeling particularly like I need to get up and move and eat something too. So we're going to finish, I think, the library here, and then we'll wrap up for the day. Same books. Wasn't there? I thought there was something else over here. I guess not. Diane, were those fighting words in that book about the weave and warlocks? I don't think Will appreciates it either.
To keep going.
Cricket, honey, you cannot walk on the desk. We'll be done soon, okay? She says, but now. I have not had enough cuddles today. On Death and Resurrection? An excerpt from the ongoing meta text Rebound by, is it Isofa Elgin, a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Denier for her heretical efforts to reconstruct, oh my gosh, we just need to start that over. An excerpt from the ongoing meta. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give up. You can pause and read it on the screen. I have no ability to read these words anymore. Cricket, do not jump on the desk. It's not okay. Talks about Lord Kellamvor and other things. We're gonna, it's fine. I didn't take this before? Okay. We also have Chromatic Orb spell scroll. A lot of the same books in here. One more trumpet. Is there a chest in here? Did I miss that? No. Okay. I think we're done.
Should mind my step.
Oof. That was a text-heavy one, y'all. Thanks for sticking with me. Look, warlock packs are just misunderstood problems. It's fine. Yes, Will accepts it. All right.
I don't need any attention right now.
Okay, Nettie is in here. But I want to look through some of her stuff because she pulled a poisoned thing on me, and
don't waste a step.
I don't feel too bad about it. An ancient book whose faded pages are starting to crumble. It's not easy, but some words can still be made out. Ketheric is finished, but he cost us the land. Darkness has fallen. Corruption is everywhere. Chased by the shadows, picking us off, druids and harpers alike. Our wounded were safe. I returned, searching for survivors. Lost, but I found his shade. I put it to rest and took his glaive. Blade infused with shadow. I have locked it away to serve as a reminder that even victory can taste bitter. Do these gloves do anything? No. I'm gonna do a little dash. Is the bird gonna tell on me? Doesn't have a sight radius, so it should be fine. She's turned away from us, right? Yeah, okay. Look, we have to fund our need for too many healing potions, okay? Oh no, guys, don't give away my location. Turn-based mode is so fun. I didn't use it for a long time and still have to remind myself that it's an option, but like, you can do anything you want in turn-based mode. I mean, within reason. A turn in D&D, by the way, is 6 seconds. So when we're in combat and everyone goes, like that's all happening in a 6-second interval. And same for this one. Let's take the mugwort and go ahead and can't move far enough. Okay, unsneak. I can read this, I just can't pick it up. We don't need to read this, but it'll allow us to craft antidotes. Recipe unlocked.
Have to keep going.
Have a couple more things in here.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine.
Why did that with the useful kit, Nettie? Okay, I want to look in this chest.
One step at a time now.
She's staring at it. At least you don't have Jingly Paladin following you. Yeah, I started a playthrough with a life cleric in heavy armor with disadvantage on stealth, and I'm already like, we're just not doing a stealthy campaign. So that's the opposite of this one.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
I've never been able to get this to successfully work for me, but I've heard that you can like have someone talk to someone to
your
turn
companion to agree to take the poison.
The radius.
Please keep an eye on her while you're looking for Master Halsin, just in case.
And then switch characters.
It will all be over. The ritual's almost
She's
finished.
turned that way now.
Trying to steal from us. The game. We've shown them once. We take Grove Law.
By letting that child escape without consequence. We might as
They're
well
talking
lay on
about
the ground
theft
and
in the
let them
other room, which is great and fun.
Time to press ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand up,
slow down.
move over here. Nothing is happening. Go back to a conversation. Where did Halsin go?
He and the adventurers were headed to the ruined temple in the west. Master Halsin studied that drow for days, and he was sure something at the temple could help his research. I'm praying he was right.
Yeah, invisibility's great. There are potions, but they're pretty expensive.
My bed. No time to waste.
What did she say? By Sylvanas, I don't know if she caught us. We're gonna leave. There's more crates here, but we're just gonna leave.
I don't want blood on my hands.
The right to defend our home.
So that's what you want.
All right, let's talk to Wrath, because we were told to talk to
You
Wrath.
did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
She seems pretty dangerous.
Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader.
How did she take over?
She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay. But more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the right will survive long outside.
If no one's looking for Halsin, I could do it. Sounds like I better leave. We already agreed to look for Halsin, and while she wouldn't say this way, this option will like add it to your quest so that he'll give you rewards when you come back, so we're just gonna accept it.
I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
Anything you say. It's fine, I'll find him.
Sylvanas' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
I'm sure I will not. Okay.
Come, Silver. Stay close.
I still have not been able to figure out what Silver's deal is. And it's upsetting to me. Like, I've tried in so many different scenarios, but when you talk to Silver, he gets really upset with you and like talks about being abused. And like, I've never been able to rectify that, and I don't know what's going on there. We have 2 more plaques to read. When we first came in, we read 2, but here are the other 2.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You see vanquished foes heaped at the druid's feet. The fallen bear Shah's sacred symbol on their armor and banners. The inscription speaks of moonrise. A reference to vile Saluna, no doubt. She and her druid allies bloodied Shah's forces. But Shah persists. She thrives.
All right, so not only druid lore in here, but we also have Shar and Saloon coming into the picture.
They look like Dark Justiciars.
And Dark Justiciars is going to be important too, so let's keep that in mind.
In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague.
All right, and I think that'll do it for down here for now, unless we want to just like attack Kaga, which I think we decided against. Where's my staircase? Here we go. Let's regroup everyone.
We just let her run off.
She's a child.
A devil child. One who tried to steal.
And emerge in the grove. So, I know that was like really lore heavy at the end. I'm sorry if it was boring. I'm still getting a hang of like the streaming situation. I'm gonna just leave ourselves over here so that I remember what I want to do next time. I'm gonna stay on the stream for a little bit longer to organize my bags and like figure out what I'm selling and everything. So I'll be around to chat for a few more minutes, but I'll probably end the VOD here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. And we stream now on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Pacific on YouTube, not on Twitch. So hope to see you there. All right. Thank you guys for coming to the live stream. It's been really fun hanging and chatting and hanging out with you. There we go. Those are the words that I was trying to say. Just gonna do some of our inventory management so that I don't have to do that on stream next time. I don't know who should have the throwables. We don't have a throwables bag. Okay. Do we have a bag? We don't have a bag. We can look for a bag before we get off. All right. We can keep the antidote. Oh, I don't have a potions bag either. See? So many bags I'm missing. Okay. I'm used to having a rogue who can take my arrows and my dippables off of my own person, and then my bag isn't as cluttered. Oh, here are throwables. We do have a bag. Okay. Also the fact that they don't let you like name the bags or color the bags kind of sucks. There are mods for it that I've looked into and actually would like love to do, but they can mess up your game, and I, instead of playing like one game all the way through, I have like 6 different games saved on my computer, so I don't want to potentially mess any of those up. All right, we have metallic gloves, which are medium armor and can give benefits to strength saving throws. The only person in our party who can wear that, actually that's not true, we have 2. Shadowheart can wear these 2. I forgot she can do medium armor. She can't do heavy armor though. So she can take those. I was going to say it needed to go on Lizelle. We would give that to someone else, but I think that works out fine. We're going to put our acid arrows in our arrow bag. We're going to put our vial of acid in our throwables. This also does acid damage, so I'm putting those on the same line together. We've got our water. Let's actually put our water up here. And our fire down here. Grease bottles make fire explode. Okay. We've got our half-torn note if we need to remind ourselves where to meet that person. We can use the wyvern poison as poison to like dip things in if we don't want to harm ourselves. And then here's our game bag, like stuff. We're gonna put that parasite specimen that we found in the library in here. Okay, scroll. I don't know if you're still here, Diane, but I was just laughing in my head about the spoon after last night and Shueisha and wanting to keep a spoon in our game that we were playing. All right. What did I just do with that money? Why is it in there? Okay. Just a spoon. Okay. I don't think we have another crossbow, and I don't know if Will can use ranged weapons. I'm sorry, not ranged weapons, goblin bows. Seems to be he can. Doesn't need to, he can just Eldritch Blast, but I'll give him one anyway. All right. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. Where's... No! Oh, no. I just wasted one of our heals. I double-clicked on accident. Sad. Silver mask, very excited to wear that at some point. Once Brock is sure at some point. I'll remember dreams of that piece, yes. That's okay. Earlier in the session, we actually got 2 of these bowls when normally I've only gotten 1 before. So apparently I'm just meant to have 1 for my travels, and 2 is being too greedy. So balances out in the end. Okay, we need 2 more pouches. I need 1 for potions and 1 for spell scrolls. I actually know where I can get a spell scroll case, but it's at camp, and I want to do that on stream, and I don't really want to like edit together a bunch of things about me like going back to camp and stuff. Let's see if there's just like any... I have to talk to her parents too. Okay, it's fine. Don't do anything, just find a backpack and leave. Artifacts anywhere. Sometimes they're like ubiquitous and they're everywhere. I should have stolen some from the library while we were in there. I guess we could go back and do that. Ah, here's a backpack.
Swing and swing and parry.
All right,
And again.
up.
Swing and swing and. Oh.
I think we'll wait till we get back to our camp to get this spell scroll box. You would think that I could control my characters by now. I would be asking too much. Okay. Pouch for potions. That's what we wanted. Let me put the arrows in the backpack. It's just nonsense at this point. For anyone who doesn't understand how my brain works. My thoughts being like, oh, potion arrows would need more space than a potion bag, so we should give the backpack to the arrows so that when I see it, I think bigger arrows. And then here is my potion bag, which is smaller. That's my only thought process there. And we'll have Shadowheart hold those because I don't want everything on my character. Actually, Shadowheart's gonna be with us always, so let's put the party loot, like the long-term story stuff on her too, just so that I have less things in my bag. And then we can move these over and have less stuff we're carrying around. Making pie, and really glad I waited till after the lore to smash up some cloves. Are they loud? Okay. And then we're gonna put our resistance in here. I also like to do like speed potions or mobility potions. So feather fall, flying, speed on the top row. And then I do resistances and then like mundane antidotes or curing paralysis and things like that on a different line. We don't need a torch yet. We will eventually in this game, but we don't need one right now. Add these. And then go from there. The only thing that really sucks about spell scrolls too, and I'm upset about this, maybe Will has a higher carry capacity. Let's give the spells to Will. I usually put them all on Gale. If you put them inside of another container, when you are searching for them in your inventory, it doesn't come up, which is super stupid. They have to be like in your backpack for it to search for it, so that really sucks. But we'll put it on our spellcaster for now and can go back to that if needed. And I think we're good. It's a motor and pestle, so fairly noisy, yes. That feels fun though, like getting to do that. The old-fashioned way. Let me rearrange my toolbars where we'll add it, and that way I don't have to worry about anything on our next session. All of that looks fine. Put your potions back.
Blackith's will be done.
Put that there. Trip attack. Lots of options for our fighter. I could be wrong. Maybe they changed it. I feel like... Oh, okay. Now it's search. Oh, I know what it is. It's not when you search for it. It's when... Okay, I don't have to worry about it on this character. Totally fine. Okay. I got myself confused. It's when you're trying to add them to your spellbook. It doesn't recognize it as like having access to it if it's in another bag. They have to be in your main bag. So I think that's what I was thinking of. It's still annoying. It should just know that you have them on your person. All right, we're going to put our goading attack here. Oops, nope. Nope.
That girl. I don't care what Mole says. That was stupid and reckless.
Okay, that. Didn't finish running over here. Should I have... No, okay.
Yes, I see.
Let's move our Yippee Yankee abilities together. Nope, 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 nope. My mouse just keeps doing these double clicks, and I don't understand why. Okay, let's put the... I don't know what to use in the center section, but healing over here. Fighting stuff over here. I guess let's put our Nautiloid tanks here, so I remember I have them and can set them up if I want to. Alright. Luck.
The pro.
Fluffernutter, yes. Alright, and Shadowheart now has the potions bag on her, but I'm not going to put those in the toolbar. We'll eventually need like 4 tiers for Shadowheart's bar, but not yet, so I'll wait.
Let's get going.
And I still don't know where to put the Speak with Dead thing. I don't like it anywhere. I guess let's put it over here. This is a temporary bar that only shows up when you have like things that you can recast, so I can't like shove it over there. Okay, I guess that works for now.
What am I to do?
Toggling to all of our melee weapons.
Assume nothing.
Blade at the ready.
There we go. All right, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for hanging out for the last few minutes here while we just get everything sorted as we finish up the stream. Remind me what the main or final party comp is intended for this party. Sure can. I think today the stream decided on Will because they like the Warlock, which should make you very happy. I wasn't going to bring him. And I just like the versatility of mages better, but I also am really annoyed with Gale right now, so I'm not like dying to bring him along anyway. And then Shadowheart for the healer for sure. Rogue for us, Astarion. We don't need Astarion because we're the rogue. And then Lizelle would be fine. However, I decided that I want to go for a Karlach romance this time. So we'll be bringing our Tiefling Barbarian into the party eventually instead of Lizelle for like the main party comp. And then everyone else will be back at camp until like their storylines. Each character has a storyline, so we'll bring them back out if we need to do for the storylines. So yeah, it should be a fun party, and I'm excited because I haven't done this particular composition before. Yeah, I'm excited to share it with you. I'm bummed I have to wait like a whole extra week to like share like the Warlock stuff with you, but I mean, I can always just have you watch my live stream. Or like live stream my feed on Discord if you want. But no pressure there. All right. Thank you so much for coming. It's been really fun hanging out. And I will see you next Saturday. And the VODs will go up in the meantime. Thank you guys for watching.